NAS100 gram.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy. Easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. I'm eager to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't when I come with it. I'm a scene, still a seat, filler, blow up the numbers, and I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe with an old soul, oh so great. Stay paid by the boatload, don't go chasing a wave. I'm a rowboat, blow smoke right through the face of the ozone. Oh no, I got the bag, I'm back to just double it. Want the spot, but I do not cut them in. They tryna plot my drop, they been huddling.
All right, what is good? What is good? Welcome in. Happy Thursday.
Family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet.
I know a lot of people praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth like the ground floor, but I've been flying.
All right, we good?
Ask people, what's the ground for?
Man, I'm only headed up. Only headed up. Welcome in, welcome in. Great to see you guys.
Running out of luck. Yeah, I said that with my chest. I flow hard. It's no wonder they easily impressed. I'm so far, but I'm always coming back with something fresh. I never rest. Where you'll never catch this ego in a nest. I invest my time in a booth. I find a piece. I used to piece the booming.
All right, how you guys doing? Welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you guys. Good to see y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, sir. All right, what do we got? Only bands in the building. There he is. There he is. What's goody? What's goody? What's Gucci? How we doing? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. My goodness. My goodness. Only bands. How we feeling? What up, Tamra? What up, Vicky? Mr. Playbook in the building. Clubhouse. How we feeling? Wall Street Sniper in the house. What up? What up? Arrow Sassy. What's good? What's good? Welcome in. Welcome. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. Standing today, so we're feeling good. DJ Scratchers is here. Now I'm feeling even better. What's up, Elk? What up, Wokey? What's good? What's good? Good to see you guys. Chat, how we feeling? Welcome back in. Welcome back in. Yeah, good to see you guys. Wow. Clubhouse. How we doing? How we doing? Jay Coop in the building. What's up, Carlos? T. Callahan in the house. What's goody? What's goody? What up, Valerio? What up, Serge? Vashon in the building. All right, the 8-figure traders are here. The heavy hitters are here, baby. What up, Captain? Let's get it. Let's get it. 3 ants in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What up, Connor? Good to see you, man. All right, I think we're good. I think we're Gucci. We got some news coming up here. Welcome in. Happy Thursday, everybody. Good to see y'all. What's up, Jessica Lake? What's good? Hey, Sandman. The Sandman in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, and we're going to start this stream up here. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Wow. Good to see you guys. Welcome back. Today is, what is today? I'm sorry. Today's Thursday. Did I say happy Wednesday? I'm sorry. Happy Thursday. Yeah, happy Thursday, everyone. Today is Thursday. It is the 16th of April, and we are about midway through the month. Midway through the month. It's been a good one. A little bit of a slower one, but a green one for sure. A green one. We're staying green. We're staying picky. We're staying selective, and at the end of the day, we're trading less, but we're still getting the job done here. So I think the markets are starting to heat up, though. I could see the second half of April turning up a bit, and then May and June, and you already know how it goes down from there. So let's go ahead and pray real quick, and then we'll begin the session here. You ready? Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for another New York session, another opportunity to just gather together with like-minded individuals from all over the world, Lord. I just pray that you would bless them where they are now. I pray that you would use my voice to teach them something here today, Lord, to be a blessing in their life. I thank you for blessing me to be a blessing and to lead this group and to just be a good example for those to follow. So we thank you, Lord, for all the work you're doing. We thank you for all the success and all the lessons that come throughout these live streams. We thank you for keeping it fresh and pure and new every single day, and we give you the glory in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Let's do it. Wow. Okay, let's talk about it here. The 16th of April, my friends. The 16th of April. It's good to be with you guys. Another day, man. Let us just rejoice up in this, man. I mean, some people didn't make it today. You know, you got to really put it in perspective at times, right? So we got some news coming in here, and it should be coming out just about, right now. So it's 8:30. You got unemployment claims. Looks like we got green numbers on everything. That should be... Yeah, that should be good to send gold back down here today. So let's see how things are going to roll out in the technicals. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis, get into what we got going on here. And, did you guys see that? You can make new noises with Top Step or something now. It's interesting. But let's run through the technicals. We're going to have some news coming out right here now, so things should get pretty volatile for the most part. Somebody let me know about the music real quick, and then if it's good, we'll start the show. Good? It is good. Wow, first try. Really? Okay, I'm going to lower it one more because when everyone says it's good, you know, there's always that one guy. That one guy. Hey, man, can you lower the music? I can't seem to concentrate on the breakdown. So we'll lower that for him, and let's get into it here. As you can see us starting to move bearish. So let's talk about it. This is gold here. Let's work our way down from the daily time frame. Yesterday we did end up closing bearish, right? So no surprise there. You did have this range that we kind of were sitting around in. We did break out, but the breakout candle was not the greatest, right? You had no top wick, no bottom wick. Usually the first big breakout on a daily time frame isn't really the candle. The next candle very rarely does the bigger move anyway. So I was already anticipating that outside of the oddness about this candle here, that we shouldn't really move up yesterday, and we didn't. We did close bearish. We didn't leave much of a lower wick, and really we don't have that much room, right? Because again, we're still now in this range right here, right? So if we're looking at what range we're currently in, let me get rid of these two, right? That's the range we're in. So until we really close back below here, it is not as easy to get bearish, right, as a higher time frame direction. So but being that the candle did close bearish, technically I will be looking for sells. I'll be letting the 4-hour candle guide me a little bit better here today as we approach this New York session. So let's go ahead and take a look at that 4-hour candle, and it looks like we did create resistance, right? So you do have some resistance, a little bit of a chop, right, going on in here, but overall we did kind of reject these areas, which was these highs last night in Asian, and then ended up creating resistance here. So if we do re-break that low, there's a very high chance that we come down, retest support, and maybe even come down and fill this next range here on the 4-hour chart. So let's take a look at the 1 hour, and let's see what we can come up with. 1 hour is currently working on a resistance, so we're trying to get ourselves through this downtrend here, right? Kind of trying to move ourselves down. So we'll see if the 1 hour can actually close bearish. Let's take a look at the 30 because it looks like we did close below here. So yeah, possibilities for top wicks. Let me see the 15 closed below as well. Yeah, man, I mean, if this 30 can kind of come up here a little bit, make a top wick, we can look to take these sells. If not, we could always wait for the sells below 28 here, which is probably going to be the better move, especially let this news candle kind of do its thing. A lot of times a news candle will break a low and then break a high and come back, and it's just a little awkward, right? So maybe let this guy do his thing, and we wait for the closures below support here to take these sells coming down on this bearish bias due to the 4-hour candles. So I think that's my play here. Yeah, I think this is a bit of an observation zone. As long as we can either close below here on the next candle, we could look for celery plays to shoot ourselves down, or what we can do is we can wait for price to kind of range a little bit and then see if we can actually get ourselves down here and below the range, and then we'll trade that clean traffic to the left. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That'll be the plan here for the most part. Pretty easy today. Yeah, pretty easy. The buys are a little tough to take. 1 hour and all that stuff is very, very chopped up here. So you got this resistance and all that stuff. So I think if we were going to look at this purely from a 1 hour perspective here, we would have a support here, and we'd probably have resistance here. So it's a little choppy in this area. You got resistance. You had no top wick on this guy. Also some sort of level right here. So not the greatest area to try and push through in the longs here today. So yeah, we'll see. I think the 30 closure is probably fitting me best here today. So potential either celery plays below 37 here, I wouldn't mind taking. Or if that doesn't happen properly, then I have to probably wait for 48.28 here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Either a celery play here, so let me draw that out for you guys just so you get a visual here. We got this candle, right? This candle closed below the range, and it also left a wick. So if this next candle here can actually reject and close below the range as well, this will be an opportunity for us to potentially, right, go ahead and enter on the break of these lows here for price to continue down to fill the range, and then again, you know, close below and start to fill that next range. So either we get the celery at 37 or we wait for the closure below 28. I think that's going to be the best 8-figure plan here today. And then the buys are going to be tough because, yeah, you're not in a good position to take a buy here, right? Your 4-hour candle's bearish. Your 1-hour candle's a bit overextended at this point with resistance up right here to the left. 30 minutes a bit choppy. So yeah, maybe 30 closures. Probably range 2 buys. Yeah, being that 4 hours bullish. So range 2 closures above 44, and then other than that, I'm pretty bearish. All right, cool. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Nothing more to it than that. Range 2 buys. Yep, range 2 buys above here. Sells, potential sells below if we can get this candle to close here below. If not, then we take the sells below 20. What is it again? 28. Yeah, plenty of range here today to come down if we really can get a good entry in on this 4-hour candle. You know, trying to work its way down here. Anywhere around 37 or 28 should be good. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Look at all this clean range we got here. So we got a lot of range here today. A lot of very clean range too, if we can just get through there. So yeah, I like all this. So this will probably be like a excuse me, like this here, no trade range, right? This one I'm okay with the celery play, right? And then this one I'm good with the breakouts, and then all the way down, right? We are pretty solid for the sells today. So yeah, I'll just avoid this nasty range that we're in right now. Try and avoid the buys, you know, if price wants to come up here, because that little push up excuse me, that little push up there, if you do get a support formed here, may just be that second leg, right? That second leg that needs to come up for price to come crashing down on this next closure there. So yeah, I'd avoid the buys there and just look for the shorts. If you are going to take the buys, let it break and retest and really prove to you that price wants to move up there today. All right, if we can get a closure similar to that, that's what we want to see here. And yeah, if not, then we wait. Yes. What's goody? Nightbot. All right. So that is that, and yeah, we'll take a look at NQ. We got about what do we got? 7 minutes. So the reason we don't want to take it on this candle is because this is a news candle here. So see how the news candle just broke through the 15-minute lows, broke through the highs. It's very unpredictable, right? So if we wait for that candle to close, all that unprediction goes on, and then we get an actual candle to close, which is extremely valuable information for us if we're going to be looking to take a trade here today, right? So that candle gives us that information, and you know, it's just best to wait for, you know, more information to be sure that we have the probabilities in our favor to move down. Good question. News candles. Yeah, bearish here. Yeah, me too. Yeah, 4-hour bear. So looking for sells here. 15-minute candle is going to close in 6 minutes, so we wait on that anyway. I would probably, if I had a sell stop here coming into the last 5 minutes, I'd delete it anyway. But hey, we get 1-hour closures, 30 closures, and 15 closures in about 20 minutes. So we'll see what happens. Excuse me. What's up, Scott? Good to see you, man. Stephen B in the building. All right. What's up, Philippe? NV, how we feeling? Nice trade yesterday, NV. Let's go. With the ranges bigger than usual, what do you think this decent range now? Hold on. What's being bigger than usual? What do you think is a decent range now? Got it. Yeah, I mean, this probably, you know, 100 pip range is okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay these days. I remember it used to be, hey, anything over than 30 pip range, I mean, that's good to trade. But man, yeah, Q at this point, probably like you know, this type of range right here, 70, 80, 90, 100 pips. So maybe we flip our thought from like anything over 30 to now like anything over like 70. But at the same time, you got to realize this too. Like there is the range here, but you know, you also have this right there, this level. You have this. Oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3 line up perfectly with that. Right? So you want to really wait and be patient, because these are where those fake outs can come, right? Like again, if you draw it back to where we're rejecting from, you have all these levels here. So if I highlight them, I'll show you them, make it in yellow. You have like this area here, which price kind of abruptly stopped at. This area here, which price abruptly stopped at. This area here and this area here, all right in front of our face. Right, so now we want to say, is this really an 80 pip range? Right, is it really an 80 pip range, or right, is this going to be the cleaner one? Right, where price candles move nice and clean in this range, clean, right, clean down. So yeah, that's my thoughts here on this little sell stop on the break of the low. But look, we got to get down there somehow. So if it breaks the low, that's fine. I just don't think I'll be the one participating in that little push from here to here, but if we get below it, that'll get me in. Yeah. Oh, you got to oh, what's up, man? What's up? You received an email? Yeah, so we moved everybody over to WAP. I think there's probably just a couple people left on the other website, so just either email us. Yeah, just send us an email. We'll help you out. We'll take care of it all for you. Still selling? Selling what? Do you think it's better to wait for the onion on the 1 hour? I do, actually. Yeah, I do. Especially what I'm looking at now, which again is like this, you know, all this. I actually do think it's better. Yep. All right, my voice is like probably, I'd say 95% back, so we're moving and grooving here. I'm actually on 2 feet today. I'm no longer sitting, so we're actually standing here today. Back on 2, feeling good, feeling good. What's up, Green? How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Welcome in, welcome in. Can you explain the trade you took? Yeah, so actually I've taken 3 trades since I've seen you all. Yeah, I took 1 later on in the afternoon yesterday, and then 2 in Asian session last night. Let's go over all 3 of them briefly. The 1 was taken on the 1 hour. Let me just pop it up here because I have the actual images. All right, let me just pop it up. Let me get the trades. 1 sec. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so first trade was taken. It was in the afternoon. It was in New York session. It was off the 1 hour time frame. We did have a little support there, but I had a good read on it, and I was, you know, just very, very bearish at the moment, and ended up going in for this wick fill. So this was the first trade. It was off the 1 hour chart. It was a 1 hour celery play. You had a nice wick to fill. There was a clean range right over here to the left that I ended up closing full at, and then I closed my partials right here at this wick fill. So nice little 1 hour wick fill. A new trader, I would probably say stay out of that for the most part, because a lot of times this, you don't want to sell into a support. But again, you know, when you have a good read and you're bearish, and you know, again, I hate to pull the whole like experience thing on you guys from time to time, but like, you know, sometimes you just know what's about to happen just off of what you've seen, or at least you're willing to risk and bank on that happening based off of just the experience, right? So this one was pretty good. Break of the lows. I had a idea to fill that wick. I took partials right there at that little wick fill there, and then yeah, the rest of it was down into there. So do I expect a brand new trader to take that trade? No. Do I expect some of this more experienced guys in the clubhouse to maybe see that? Yes, absolutely. Nice wick fill, and good opportunity to sell there. 4 hour was very bearish. You already had the celery play and whatnot. So that was the first trade. That was in the afternoon last night, yesterday, which was, the volume just was dumping, and I mean dumping yesterday. So caught that. Let me pop up the next one. Where is it? Next one was a sell taken. This was in the Asian session. This was, hold on. One sec. Okay, this was an inverted celery. So this one was taken around 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So you had basically price just running bullish. So this area right here was a 4-hour target. So I'll show you what the 4-hour looked like in just a minute. But this was your 4-hour target. We tapped that. You know, we kind of waited for some sort of rejection out of there, which we got here on this 30-minute candle, right? And actually this really shouldn't have been a losing trade. It was a loser on my live account, but it wasn't. I was able to actually put because the stops all went up here, but you guys know when you trade on Trade08 and it sets the parameters for you. So basically it like set my parameters like that or something. So I didn't really get a chance to move my stop on my live account. So I actually did get hit on this trade, but on the funded account, my Top Step accounts, it ended up surviving. So again, our idea with extending the stop loss slightly and looking at structure a little bit better is really benefiting us. Because when I tell you we just missed stops on this by like, I don't know, what was it, chat? I mean, half of us were in, half of us were out. It was crazy. It was probably like 4 pips, 5 pips maybe. So yeah, the stop ended up holding up. And this was a trade that we talked about. Hey, you know, we're a little early here. Let's extend our stops. Let's make sure we're prepared for the loss, though, regardless, right? But this trade may take some time. We talked about, 15 minutes before we ever got involved in this trade, we said, look, this is one that we really want to let run. We want to this could take a couple candles, right? This might take the majority of the session. Let's just get in this trade if we break the low, and let's wait on price to drive back down. All I asked is that you would just not be awkward and silent while we were in the trade the whole time, right? Am I lying, Clubhouse? Am I lying? That's it, right? So what did we do? We got in the trade based off of that break of the low right there on that inverted celery, and we decided to get involved, and we raised the stops up, and again, we just survived by probably like 4 pips. Price kind of did its thing up here for a little bit, and then ended up coming down, and basically what we were looking for was partials right here, right, and then full TP somewhere down there. So this trade on my live account did get stopped out, just due to the parameters. Not that it was really much of a losing trade, but just due to the fact that I didn't fix my stop loss there. So took a little loss there, and then just waited for the next best opportunity. We weren't sure if we would get one, but we did end up getting one. So the next trade we took was this one right here, and again, I was already still in on this account, but this is where I had another shot, right, where most of us got an opportunity to give this trade a second chance and get our loss back. So we waited for this closure here, and what we decided to do was just execute on the break of this low instead of like that low, which was our previous entry, and then just go in. And then look at this, target tap perfectly, like literally targets just hit our target and literally just stopped from there. So I think one more candle might have came down and tapped it, but other than that, I think we started ranging from that point. So yeah, just plugging away here, trading, just waiting for good trades and taking them as they come, and being okay with the winners, okay with the losers, and just letting probability play itself out. Yeah. Yes, sir. First one was good. I still have no problem with this trade here. Still have 0 problems at all. The second one was good too. I think the first one was better. I think the first one was probably a better trade. I mean, I went probably A size here, A size on both these trades, and I think the losing one actually looked better than the winning one, believe it or not. So yeah, that was it. Any questions? Little something on this trade, something light. Had to bounce back, had to rebound, Can you explain the partials and the break-even areas? Yeah, they just line up with structure. You know what I mean? You just got to look at structure, and if you look here, you'll notice that if we're gonna move down here, right, and if we're gonna get interrupted anywhere, where would that be? Probably right here, right? Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at that. boom, right? So that's how I'm pretty good at taking those partials. I really just look for the, you know, the most common area, and then I'm not afraid to close. You know, I'm not. I mean, when a lot of traders are like, I don't want to close there, and you know, they pay the price for that. But I just stack green days and stack my profits, and you know, continue to take my payouts, continue to take my withdrawals, and have a good time. I'm not really looking for the big grand slam every day. If it comes, it comes. But you know, I got to follow my rules. So yeah, basically what happened is in this trade too, like on my XFAs, you know, the stops were up here, right? So we just hung out, right? We just hung out, and guess what happened? When we came back into profit, I didn't close my trade, right? I didn't. Once I seen a little bit of profit there, I didn't close my trade. I go, oh, we're back in profit. I got to get out now. No, I just let this thing play out to where it needed to be. There was no break even. There was no partials until we got to that zone right there. Once we tapped that area, okay, now we moved the stops into break even, close our partials, and that was it. Yeah, that was it. It was about a 2-hour trade. Maybe an hour and a half, something like that. Yeah, so excellent trade. On green on all accounts, and that's really the main thing. You didn't have stop loss set on XFA moving forward. Is that a habit you'll continue? I mean, I had to stop. I didn't have them, but I put them up there, you know. So I very rarely put my stops up there. I just have a trust issue with these people and having my stop loss in play. I don't want them knowing where my stop loss is. I know it's probably just me overthinking it, but yeah, very rarely do I ever put my stops. Like usually I'll put this up, but no stops or TPs. I'll just have my like partial area, but if price starts running up, that's when I'll grab my stop and put it up there. So same thing last night. Just last night, just boom, shot up like so fast. I was like, whoa, gotta get them stops up there. But just from the very jump, you know, our stops were yeah, I think they were good money, man. They were above this. We looked at that level right there. We put the stops above it, and look at that. Just probably by, I don't know, 2 or 3 pips, we survived. Once that next 15 didn't break the high and we closed strong bearish, I had a very good feeling we were going to continue moving down there. But yeah, it's been a wild last 24 hours. Been pretty good time. All right, 7 minutes on this 30 closure. Time is ticking here, so we'll be there shortly. Been stuck at 1K profits on a 50K for a while, but been good trying to push. Yeah, hey, look, you know, just stay locked in. You know, wait for the next best trade, wait for the next good setup, and that's it. That's all you got to do as a trader. You don't have to think too much into it. You're welcome, Caesar. You're welcome. All right, let me scan through Clubhouse here. What's up, Clubhouse? What an Asian. I'm proud of you guys, an Asian, man. No quaking, just standing on business, just composed traders that are absolutely going to be dominating in the future. It's such a beautiful sight to look at, I'll tell you. I was so proud of you guys. I went and posted a whole post on Instagram. Damn, these guys are amazing. Those are the guys I want to hang out with and the girls I want to hang out with. Invest my time into. Yeah, W for those that got back in. You know, so I risked 10. So by the way, that was for me, going into that trade was an A+ trade, which was that inverted celery there, right? 4 hour. Let me show you the 4 hours. So we had tapped the 4 hour target at that point, right? So this candle, this candle right here had tapped target, right? And we were rejecting there, and that's when we got that inverted celery, right? So I considered that from my data. We got to go big on this trade. You know, not like crazy big, but we got to go big, our bigger size here. So at that point, yeah, I risked 10 contracts on my live account. I actually lost $10,000 on that trade. $10,000 on the first one. And then the second one, I did not fold. I did not. The second one was an A+ setup too. It was a beautiful 30-minute fake out coming back into the range after all that liquidity was grabbed, right? We never closed or never pushed through that high there. So I actually increased it. You know, I put like 13 contracts on the next one, and that was able to, on that trade, I think made like 13,000, right? So even though I lost 10K on the first trade, right, I stepped right into that next trade with full confidence in my data, in my playbook, sized accordingly, and made that whole loss back in a matter of 30 minutes. So it's a beautiful day. Yeah, I ended up walking away over $3,000 in profit. So we'll take that. We'll take that. That's how traders trade. That's how professionals get it done. That's the professional version of revenge trading, right? Is simply sitting on your hands, not getting discouraged over your loss, not quaking. Chat, did I seem any different after the loss yesterday? Even though it was a bigger $10,000 loss, did I even break character once of the 8-figure trader? Never once. Never once. Right? Just continue to be confident, continue to wait and wait and wait, and then when we had that opportunity, we strike like an 8-figure trader. Why wait? Why you don't set the sell stop? I have trust issues with prop firms and brokers. My forex funds really messed me up, man. How do I feel about the 15-minute minor support at 34? I feel it. I feel it. That's why I haven't touched anything here yet. And it's actually not even like minor. It's actually pretty major. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 right in our sight right here. So, yeah, it's pretty strong. Fire trades in Asian. Yeah, what's up, Magnus? Yeah, did you hear about him in London? Stops were great. Yeah, stops were fire. And we talked about, hey, if we're going to increase the stops, like that doesn't mean like, you know, I got to make it known, right? Like, hey, if our stops are going to be here normally and you're risking $500 here, when I say, hey guys, let's increase our stop, I said increase the stop. I didn't say increase the risk, right? So that means it's your job to stay at 500, right? Up here, that means you have to lower your size a little bit. Hello. Yeah, you go, oh, increase the stop? Okay. And then you risk $1,500. Like, what are you doing, dude? What? Calm down, buddy. Calm down. All right? You need to lower your, if you're going to raise your stop, dude, you got to lower your size. I mean, come on, all right? Hey, Nick, I can't figure out why my stop is 3 times bigger than my TP. I think I just gave you a hint. I gave you a hint. Why do I hide my balance? I don't know. You want to see it? It's $6,400, buddy. $6,400 on the XFAs. I don't like people snooping in my business so much. You know, I used to keep all my stuff up, my balance, my P&L. I give you all you guys everything, and you guys, you know, nitpicked it and all this stuff. I'm like, I'm taking that off. That's it. Yeah, you guys are sometimes people coming here, they're just focused on the wrong things, right? They're just focused on the wrong things. Had to set the fighter. Let's get it. My frozen funds, yeah, it really hurt us. I took the first trade too on the 1 hour, but the 15 closed with no bottom wick, so I closed full. What do you think? Which trade was that? Which trade was that? For the first trade, where did I put my stops? I put them above the previous 1 hour high. So right above here. Yeah, right above that high there. Entry was here. Stop was there. And then partials was here. Yeah. Am I in a trade? I'm not in a trade. No. Nope, not yet. Stop pocket watching. There you go. Trust me, you don't want to see my pockets these days. It would just don't even ask. Don't even ask. The one after New York, yeah, above those previous 1 hour highs. Yep. Question: as I'm learning, I watched it go. Let's take a look here. I don't know why you. For some reason, I'm gonna have to figure that out. For some reason, Zoom can't see these images, but. We'll figure that out. But basically the question is, as I'm learning, I watched it go. It was just before you took that celery. Will this be a decent inverted celery? Yeah, this isn't bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, the issue is the 1 hour kind of closed I don't know. I mean, it kind of slightly closed above here. I think, what is that, 1 hour? Just the 1 hour? 34 hour, 1 hour. Yeah, so I think it's best to, so it looks like you took it kind of off the 15. I think it would have been best waiting for a little bit more of a higher time frame to close in that case and then executing off of that. Yeah. If you had like a 1 hour inverted celery, I think it would have been a little better. Or maybe a steeper top wick on this candle. Yeah, but this is not a bad trade. This is a pretty good trade. You know, in the target, you got the rejection, 1 hour inverted celery. Not bad. Not bad at all. Just take your time with these top wicks, man. Really let them come in. Like, don't shortchange yourself at times. Just let the wicks come to you. You know, they're not going to come all the time, but when they do, they're going to really set you up for a very, very high probability trade, and that's really what you want to be involved in. You know, you don't really want to be in low probability trades. You know, yeah, that makes for more trading, but again, listen to all the multi-millionaire day traders about what they say about more trading. It doesn't always equal more money. You know what I mean? Actually, it very rarely equals more money. So why would we be trying to trade more? Like, okay, let me just get a bunch, instead of waiting for the really good A+ setups, I'll just take a bunch of like lower quality setups. It's just not what the pros do. You know what I mean? So again, if you're not trying to be a pro, you know, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. But I'm talking to the people that want to be professionals, that want to really be able to bank on trading week after week, month after month, year after year, provide for their lifestyle, provide for their family. You got to be very, very picky and selective in your fights here in the market. So it's not, you know, a lot of traders are in the clubhouse are really starting to understand that. They're starting to get that. They're starting to see the game more from the inside, because the outside perspective of trading couldn't be any further from the actual truth of trading, right? So a lot of you guys are now starting to really get involved in the game and starting to get that behind the curtain access to what this really is and, you know, what it really takes to win. You know, it's not easy. It's really not. And if I ever make it look easy, you got to remember, I've been doing this every day for 6 years straight. Same exact strategy. So it takes time, man. It takes time. Oh, hat trick today? Oh, wait, you guys caught what'd you guys do in London? No pressure? I like pressure. Let's get the pressure going. Bring on the pressure, baby. Banger in London. Oh, how come I didn't hear about this? Okay. Talk to me. Send it in. Hey, yo. Okay. Just milking Goldie on the sells here today. Nice, guys. Man, wow. Yeah, I should have guessed, actually. I probably would have guessed that. Beautiful. Great trade. Let me see. Let me pop it up so YouTube can see it a little bit. But yeah, nice break of the lows. Rejections to the top side. Perfect. Wow. Partials hit. See, that's why we really look to, again, like, if you kind of like say, you know what, I'm going to close at 20 pips or 30 pips, you shortchange yourself. And I did that for a year or two, you know, in my trading career. But now you guys see me holding a lot longer and, you know, really letting the trade play out to where I planned it to go. Because one thing I learned, that when I would close at those 20 pips, almost every time price would come down to the actual area in which I believed it would go to. So, and that's okay if you close in the beginning. Again, you're just new, right? You're not familiar with everything right away. I mean, you got to really give yourself a break here, man, you know? So over time, as you close here and price continues to run and hit that target over and over, eventually, you know, through time, you gain that experience and you start to get a little bit, it's like life. It's like life, you know, the older guys, a lot of times they're a lot more cool. They're a lot more composed. They got a lot more life under their belt, right? They react a little slower. They're not, you know, so young and giggity, right? So same deal with trading, man. You know, you're going to come in that honeymoon phase and you're going to be all excited and, you know, whatnot. But over time, as you mature, you know, you'll begin to get better and better at taking trades, managing trades, handling wins and losses, and you'll be all good. You'll be all good. Yo, those are nice, man. Those are nice, actually. Yeah. Let me pop. Oh, we got a full boat here. All right. Well, there's Johnny Gems. Johnny Gems, talk to us, or maybe don't talk to us, depending on the power of the voice. How are you, brother?
Yo, what's up, brother? How you feeling?
Welcome back. Let's go. I love that. He gave it his best, chat. Did you hear that? He gave it his absolute best.
Let's go. We're getting better, though. We're getting better.
Yeah, keeping a positive attitude. We raised him well.
It's progress.
Johnny Jens, how you feeling, buddy?
Feeling amazing, bro. How you feeling?
Yeah, just absolutely incredible. Happy to have
everyone?
you here.
Good morning, Nick. Good morning, John.
Hey, who's that?
Morning, boys.
Somebody.
It's Magnus.
Oh, Magnus. Hey, hey, how are you?
Brother.
Yo, you gotta with that voice, bro. You gotta pull up that picture we had yesterday with the.
Right.
Hey,
well, good
Rafi,
morning, my brothers.
How are you,
feeling?
bro?
How are we feeling, Nick? Good to see you, brother.
Great to see you.
Magnus.
What's up, bro?
And Johnny, how you guys doing? Hey, Johnny, do me a favor. Can you do a hey, how are ya?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
That's why if you don't hear me talk today, you know why.
Yeah.
It might hurt people's ears, honestly.
John stayed up all night and smoked cigars all night long, just nonstop.
Literally, you just sound like 50 years older, smoking cigars all night.
Who's not on Spotlight? Magnus, right? All right, there we go.
That's mad funny, bro.
How we doing, Clubhouse? How we doing, YouTube?
Rafi, you missed an exciting Asian session. We missed you last night, bro. Wow, that was exciting.
Oh, damn.
Dude, I was looking at the phone. I was looking at it, and I was like, yeah, it's like the boys I know they're doing their thing over here.
Yes, we
Crazy.
If you missed Asian and if you missed London, you missed two great sessions, honestly.
Literally, I gotta go back and watch London.
All right, let me just do my box breathing here. I got FOMO going on right now.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, if you're in the clubhouse and you missed Asian last night, it's a must. You have to go back. You just have to. It was honestly, it was one of my, and I don't say this like I very rarely say this, but it was actually one of my favorite sessions as a streamer. Like, and I've been streaming for 4 years and whatnot, and it was just one of those sessions, man. So it was a good one, and great trades and just incredible education and examples, and there was just so much to pick out of last night's Asian session. You just got to go back and check it out.
Wow, I know what I'm gonna be doing this weekend after the webinar.
Yes, sir. Webby coming up this weekend.
Dude.
Let's get it.
Y'all don't want to miss this weekend for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Don't want to miss this weekend. So I'm letting you know on Thursday. So you have to move and change things around. Make sure you do that now because you don't want to miss it this weekend for sure.
Yep. It's gonna be a good one. Talk to me, chat. What was your biggest takeaways from Asian Sesh last night? Anyone have anything that stands out? Any big takeaways? Anything you guys walked away with that, maybe gonna start to help you here in your career? John, that was epic, bro.
Great session, bro.
Epic.
Beautiful job. Great
My bad. Excuse me chewing on ice right now. I got some ice chips in my cup.
That makes sense.
Huh?
That's like a main takeaway right there. I wasn't even there,
Which
but
one?
like a composure doing a 10K loss. I mean, and making it right back. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Yep.
That's elite performance right there, bro.
Yeah, literally.
It just that's the only way you can describe that.
Yeah. Just the way you were talking us through the Asian session trade. Yeah. Composure, okay. Probabilities, trust and probability. Yeah, I feel like that's the main thing. Like, just trust in that probability, and really, like, again, staying composed and getting, having an example of what that composure looks like, and really just trusting probabilities and not backing down, right? Not letting one trade, one win or one loss get you to act any sort of like different way, but just continuing to, stay focused on the task at hand, which is to be here and execute on really good playbook setups. And yeah, that's definitely a big takeaway. You got a huge Paul. Yo, you're hilarious. Trust the setup and patience. Yes. Because really, gang, I mean, the first trade was a winner. I mean, like, it wasn't because I did get hit on that stop, but the original stop losses, right, on this account here that I was focused on, that's sometimes the issue with trading multiple accounts and running a live stream and doing this and doing that. And, you know, you forget to make some sort of adjustments at times on your other accounts. But at the end of it all, the trade we planned won, right? So we had such good stop losses there. We trusted not only did we trust the data on the trade in front of us, but we also trusted the sample sizing data that we've been using in order to, you know, put ourselves in position to stay in some of these trades a little bit longer and get the full extent out of them. So yeah, man, trusting the bigger stops, trusting the trade. Yep.
Smart.
Don't fear losing. Don't fear executing. Yep. No fear getting in there. Notice how I had no emotions, right? There was zero emotions involved in any of last night's, really any session at that. But like, I try my best to leave. I try my best to actually consciously leave my emotions outside of that office door when I come in here with y'all, or anytime I come into trade, because I know those emotions will get in the way of my mission at the desk here. And again, I consider it a mission. Most people just come here and they think, oh, let's go cool, let's press some cool buttons today and see if we can make some money. And no, I feel like, I mean, this is a mission, right? You draw up your move, you strategize, you know exactly what your play is. You know, if a certain candle does this, you're ready to attack. If it doesn't, you're going to wait back. I mean, I treat it like a hunt. So, you know, to treat it like that, and you just can't have emotions at that point. You know, you just got to really play the market in front of you and just do your best at staying very stone cold in the approach as you know, stay in that hunt.
Fire.
Many people fail at trading because they can't do what I just explained. You know, they can't just stick to a system. That's it. That's honestly it. It's the same reason why many people fail at the gym. It's the same reason why many people fail at the diet. It's the same reason why many people fail at sports. It's the same reason people fail at anything. They're just not willing to commit to the long term, and they're not willing to stay composed throughout the process, because to get good at anything, it is very mundane. And then once you get the trophy, you look like the greatest person on the planet. But the process is very boring. It's very mundane. It's very tedious. It's very unexciting, right? So not many people are willing to go through that process without deviating from time to time, and that deviation just wrecks them, you know. So just like anything, you know, it's boring to eat ground beef and white rice every day, or it's boring to eat your vegetables or your, you know, your fruits and stuff like that. It's much cooler to eat, or not cooler, but it's much more exciting to eat these dopamine hitting foods and these really tasty foods and these all that stuff. So it's the same thing, gang, the same exact thing that goes on. Trading is no different from anything else. I got news for you. 95% of people fail at everything. Not just trading, right? 95% of people fail in life. Right? So it's not just trading. It all applies the same way. So yeah, just most people aren't willing to, you know, just run that boring road. And mainly it's because they don't know what they actually want, right? And again, it's not one of those where we want to go down this Tony Robbins find out your why type of stream here, but if you don't know your why, you're never going to stick to the boring, mundane, little tiny tedious task that it takes on a day-to-day to actually become successful in the future. Because that's what it is. It's not this big thing that happens. It's this. It's over and 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 over, and then eventually you're up there. But it's not this, gang. It's not. This is the lottery. Right? This is the lottery, and this is boom. Most lottery winners, they go up and they come down. The Bible warns us, the scriptures warn us, all the mystics warned us, everyone warned us, all the ancient people warned us about that. Right? So you got to try and stay away from that. Good question, though. Good question. How long did it take to like my trophy, meaning like to start to see profitability in trading? If that's what you mean by that, roughly about 3 years, 2.5 to 3 years it took me. It took me about 2 years to finally find this system and I never made money like before that. Like I made money, but I never like withdrew it or got the payout. You know, like I was always in that back and forth thing. Like I went from blowing accounts to now starting to go up on accounts, but never got it out of the account. You know what I mean? Lost it before then. And then it was that process for a while. And then I'd say I found Raja's live streams probably about 2 years into my journey. So about 2 years in. And from that point, I don't know, man. It just clicked for me, you know? So within 6 months or so, I was moving and grooving. I really haven't looked back since. So there's just something about this system that I just grabbed a knack for it and just had, I don't know, you know, I just seen it very well and understood it very well. And even today, like sometimes John or some of these guys will ask me like, dude, like honestly, how? Like how? Like I don't know how you did that. And I'm just like, I don't know either, to be honest. I think it's just I have a little bit of a knack for it. Plus, you know, I've obviously dedicated a lot of time here to this learning this trading system. So yeah, you got to put in the work. But yeah, it took me about, I would say after finding the system, about like 6 months. You know, I did the whole like everything that you guys do. You know, okay, I know I'm taught to wait for the break of the low, but price is making the top wick now. Let me get an entry here. You know, so by the time like Raja gets in, I'm already like, you know, 20 pips in profit. You know what I mean? So I did all that stuff and, you know, ended up getting stopped out on doing stupid stuff like that. Or I would go down to the 5 minute. I go, oh, you know what? Maybe this wick, maybe I can catch structure on the 5 minute, right? So I'd go down to the 5 minute and I'd wait for the 5 minute to go like this and do this. And I go, ooh, cool, man. This has got to be the 1 hour top wick. It's got to be. And then again, that's where I would take the sell right here. So I'll take a sell off of like a 5 minute candle, right? That did something like this. I go, all right, I'm going to show him. I'm going to show Raja what's up, right? While he's getting in the trade all the way down here, I'm going to be getting in the trade all the way up here, you know? And I'm like, I'm onto something. Right? And then what do you know? I'd get, you know, stopped out and, you know, I'd go through that process. And I went through all that for about 4 months, you know, and then, you know, about another 2 months later, 3 months later, I was getting more professional. But I think we all go through the same stuff, you know. We really do, especially in this system too. Like we all try and get the earlier entry. How many of you guys try and get the entry before Nick? Anyone? Come on. What's the new thing going around? Not proud, but man enough to say it. Hey, I'm not proud of that, but I'm man enough to say, you know, I would try and get those early entries in on Raja and act like me, who basically was trading that system for 2 months, knew more about it than he did when he was trading it for, you know, 6 years, right? So it's just, you know, we all go through that stuff, man. So that's why I try and tell you guys, you know, it's okay, you know, like don't be so hard on yourself. I understand where you're at. I understand where you can get to, but you got to have a positive mind. You got to really get a game plan going to be professional and do this thing properly if you're going to get on the other end like I have, you know what I'm saying? So otherwise you can find yourself just spinning around in that circle, you know. Unfortunately, there's some guys here. I love them to death. I'm, you know, just so excited to have them here. And, you know, I do believe in them, but they're in the circle, man. And they're in the circle, and they're in the circle. And I'm just wondering when they're going to get out of it. It's so much better out here. It's so much better just doing the things that we exemplify every day versus trying to shortcut this thing. I'm sorry, am I yapping too much today? This is my live stream, though, right? So I think I could do that here.
Well, you know, the good thing is that there's not shortcuts to anything worth having. You know, like if you want to be a professional athlete or somebody, you know, it's like you're going to have to put in the time, the work, the pain, the sacrifices. So I guess, you know, what do you want to do? That's the question that I ask. I was talking to this athlete and he has this goal. He wants to go to this big school and he's not willing to put in the effort and the sacrifice. And, you know, and I just said like, okay, so we are dealing with pain regardless. You have the pain of doing the work or you have the pain staying the same and getting the same results. What kind of pain do you want to deal with? Because regardless, the pain is going to be there.
Yep. So
it's no different here. You know, it's like you have the pain of being disciplined or the pain of not being disciplined. So
you got to fight regardless. Regardless.
Exactly.
Compose, yeah. I hopefully that 10K loss. So I took the 10K, but some of you guys might have took like a 200. Doesn't it make you feel better? You're like, you know what? The 200 loss ain't that bad. It ain't that bad actually. 95% of people fail in life. I'm gonna tat that. Tat it, bro. Right here on the forehead. No regrets.
Forehead.
How about reducing size during drawdown? Yeah, again, if you want to, so that all has to be planned before the trade. So as long as you have, like what I like to do is, if I'm playing this range here and I get let's say a closure below, and I'm looking for sells here and I believe in those sells, what I'll do is, unless a candle maybe closes back above or something, I'll just let it rock. So as long as, like, let's say this candle comes down, but it doesn't hit our, let's say that's our target, doesn't hit our target, right? Boom. Okay, we haven't been able to do anything yet, right? We're still in the trade. We're in some profit. Let me make it look like this, right? We're in some profit, but we're still in the trade and whatnot. And my stop loss is up here. So what I'll do is, if let's say a candle closes back above there, okay, that's where we can start to reduce size, cut our losses, close half of our position, make some sort of move at that point, right? But as long as candles close below, even if they're bullish candles, I will tend to not do anything, right? Not manage it. I won't reduce any size. I will just wait until a candle closes above or hits my stop before I make any other decision, because a lot of times you'll get a candle that move up, and then here it comes, right? Start driving down, and now all of a sudden, right, you have this opportunity that's looking good. So you really don't want to get out of your trade yet when things are still looking money, right, to continue going down. So as long, I like to play ranges, and I like to think, hey, as long as I'm still below that range, my sells are still valid at this point. Until we close back above and get a fake out or something, I will hold that trade. I won't really manage my risk or do anything. Do anything at that matter. I just let it. Remember, this room right here is meant for drawdown. Just because you're in drawdown, right, doesn't mean you're in a bad trade. You got to understand that. Like, traders go into drawdown, right? Some of the best traders in the world spend a lot of time in drawdown, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad trade. So until like a closure above invalidates it, or a break of the high invalidates it, you just got to be cool and calm, and just there's nothing happening. You're still in the waiting process. The problem is a lot of people are afraid of that zone. Don't be afraid of that zone, right? Your stop is here. That means that this zone is designed for drawdown to handle, right? So as long as you're still structure wise in good position, don't quake, don't emotionally get out of the trades. Again, that's what the 95% of failures are going to do. They're going to get scared. They're going to panic. They're going to get out due to panic or whatever. But you stay composed. You stay, faithful to the play, right? Until the play gives you any sort of invalidation, you just let it cook. Yeah.
That's the plan too, right? So not let that fluctuation like get to your emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a big reason why
Definitely,
you have a plan is to basically cure your emotional decision making, basically.
Exactly, man.
Yep.
Yeah, and good point there, Nick. That room right there, the red room you see there, it's basically for drawdown. So why fear it all the time?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just because we are in drawdown doesn't mean we'll hit stop or anything like that too.
Yep, exactly. You put your stop there for a reason, not so that price couldn't go back above the green line. Like I get it. We're actually pretty spoiled. A lot of our trades do go straight into profits, and we don't see much drawdown. I get that, but don't let that confuse you about this happening. Like, just because that happens doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I mean, that happens to most traders. We're very spoiled here. We enter on the right candles most times. We're very precise. We're in during the high volume. We don't go into drawdown that much, but just understand that this box here is meant for that drawdown, right? And that's a good thing, that we don't really use the box too much, right? It's nice, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to use it on certain trades, and we're not going to need it. I mean, yesterday's trade, price came all the way up, straight up. We were all the way in the box, right, from entry, and we were just hustling around here for a bit, but we never lost sight of what we wanted to do. And I remember I go, hey, there's the green line again. When the green line pops up after the red, when you're back into profit, I go, there's the green line again, right? And now we should break that low and go. So we just continue to remain below ranges and do our thing, and we just continue to wait that out.
Yep.
Am I frustrated? Absolutely not. I'm blessed and highly favored, brother. I got beautiful smoking hot wife in the living room. I got amazing kids out here. I got an awesome group who I'm so proud of. There's over 1,000+ people here. I can point to them and say, hey, these guys are on the move. I got 3 awesome co-hosts that are some of my best friends today hanging out with me. So it's amazing. I'm feeling great. I got some excess, some nice chill excess here. Life is good, brother. Life is good.
What a blessing, bro.
The only reason I'm frustrated is that more and more of this group of 1,000 aren't just slapping payouts on the day-to-day or the week-to-week or the month-to-month. That's my biggest frustration. Is I really want to get you guys in shape and get you paid, and see all you guys winning at the highest levels. Hey, let's get the likes up here. Yeah, what the hecky? What time frame do I use? I use them all. I use 4 hour and daily for direction. I use 1 hour 30 and 15 for entry and setup confirmations. Yep. Let's get it. You guys have done that before? Yeah, there you go. All right, call out. Yep. I think we've all done it. We had a lot of people on YouTube admit it. Not proud to say it, but man enough to admit it. I used to sell if it didn't make a bottom wick. Me too, bro. Me too. Yeah, you want to get off that hamster wheel.
We've probably all been there.
We've all been there. We've all been there. If you haven't, you're just not man enough to admit it. Right, Joshua? Yeah, each day you grow, though, man. Each day you grow, you get better. You keep that motion. An object in motion stays in motion, right? And you just stay committed to the long game. And again, just don't get so short-sighted, right? A short thinker is a failure over and over and over. Mr. V, I remember I said something that just made me sound so damn average to him one day. And it was something about short-term thing. I was just like upset about a result or something. He's like, Nick, he looked at me dead in the eye. He said a couple other words. He's like, Nick, you show me a short-term thinker, I'll show you someone who will continue to fail in life. You show me a long-term thinker, I'll show you someone who's either already successful or well on their way. And I remember, like, I don't know, man, it just hit me. It just stood out. Like, you know what? Yes, you got to be a long-term thinker in the game of life and in any game you play for that matter. 2 pips from drawdown. Fa! Price started ripping up. We were like, fuck! Like, oh man.
Bro, that volume got real.
The craziest part, it was just an awkward move up. Just a weird, funky, awkward, doesn't happen too much. And I love that. Like, I want to lose on those trades where it's just a weird probability, right? Because your system, at the end of the day, if you're trading like a 70-30 system, dude, you got 30 losses in that system. Why add anything on top of that, right? So every trade you take, make sure it's a good one. Make sure you got stopped out due to probability, right? Again, inverted celery, beautiful trade, 4 hour tap and target. 4 hour just decides to rip up again real quick. It very rarely does that. That's probability, right? That's where anything can happen, uncertainty. But, dude, these losses don't come from stupid random trades because you just want to get into a trade or you just want to make money. Like, you're already going to take 30 losses. Why put more, right? If you add 20, right? You know how bad you just messed this up? We're not even playing the same game. We're not even trading the same strategy. So for you to even compare yourself to being a like playbook only is just honestly a disrespect, right? Because you're not doing that, right? If you start deviating outside of the playbook and taking 20 other stupid losses outside of the 30 good ones, it's just never going to work, right? It will not get you profitable. So the goal is to find out what trades these are and eliminate them as soon as you possibly can. right? Hire a stinking mentor or something. Go find something. Have someone review your trades. Get a little second set of eyeballs on your trade, so that way you know whether or not you're actually trading the playbook or not. Because I review trades sometimes. I go, what was that? What playbook setup was that, right? I mean, it resembles none of them. So those are the losses that we're talking about. And again, if you guys could be, not proud to say it, but man enough to admit it, I mean, come on, there's a lot of trades, if you really look at your data, that are losses from outside of the playbook, that if you just nip those out, you would actually do extremely well. So focus on that. That's how you go from break even to profitable, or that's how you go from like unprofitable to profitable, because you know how to put good trades up on the board. You just, in between, you're taking those sloppy other ones that are really, causing leakage in your profits. Do I drink coffee? I don't actually never drank coffee in my life. Had a couple sips here and there, told my wife a couple times. Basically, anyone who really loved coffee, I said, all right, make it the best. Like, just make it to where, like, you like it the best. And I'll try it out, and I'm like, ew, disgusting. Get that away from me. So, yeah, I've actually, fun fact, I've never had a cup of coffee. Never. I'm new here. Could you explain what strategy I'm using? Yeah, I use candlesticks and ranges. So I look at price action. I get my direction from the daily and the 4 hour, and then I look at candlesticks, and I just use ranges. So today, nothing concerns me here. Like, I block all this out. Nothing matters here today, right? In this black zone, let me make it even better. Nothing matters here. That's where my sights are, right there. Right there. So anything below there, I like this sell coming down. The 4 hour is still bearish. Doesn't really matter what goes on anywhere else here, right? I mean, all this stuff, it really just doesn't matter until you actually get a closure into that range here today. That's my mission. Yeah, and if we can get that at that point, I'll look to take this sell here. I'll look to close partials around these levels, and maybe even like break even when we break through those wicks. So I know exactly what I'm looking for today. Do you? Do you know exactly, right? I'm basically looking for one trade, one idea here. That's it.
That's the key to having a great session, bro.
It really is.
And it'll end great.
No coffee sounds terrible. It's not that bad. It's not that. I mean, I'm doing all right. Doing pretty good.
You got excellence, bro.
I mean, the guy who does meth says, "Dude, life without meth? What?" I mean, that sounds terrible. You know what I mean? So it's the same with everything. I just joined the clubhouse. How do I verify my Zoom? You'll get a second email from us. Yeah, check all your email. You'll get a second email with it. How do you go a day without crack? I don't get it. It's like, okay, I'm doing all right. Figuring it out day by day.
That's like some people with trades, bro. They're addicted.
Yeah, that's what. Dude, how do you go a day without a trade? I'm like, this guy's got a problem.
There's no tolerance.
This guy's got an addiction.
Bro, it's a real thing, bro. It's a real thing. Some people have personality, addictive personality, and whenever they quit whatever they do, and then they find trading, then they become an addict on it. So it is a real thing. I had a guy that I was working with. He was from Jamaica, and he was a good trader, but everything that he made, he would lose it the same day because he could not stay off the charts. He had to, at the time we were doing MP4 and MP5, he had to like literally erase the app from the phone because he couldn't stop.
He had a problem. Major problem.
Damn, bro.
Roger, we got a problem.
Yeah. Crazy.
Major problem.
But, everyone likes coffee, so, I don't mind hanging out and drinking a bottle of water while you drink a cup of coffee, and we could still have a great conversation. We could still have a great conversation. Actually, I would do that all the time. Yeah, I would put water in like a coffee cup and just, sometimes I'd even be like, that's hot. That's hot. Anyways, yeah, what were you saying about the network over there? All of my losses are bad mistakes and FOMO. How do I overcome that? Brother, you just again, you have to have a plan and you have to stick to it. And there's no room for error. Let me just say it, gang. There's no room for error in this game. No room for it. Okay? So, hence why you never see me make an error. Or I should say very, very, very rarely do you see me make an error. And when I do, I pay the price, don't I? So, there's no margin for error, gang. Like, if you're serious about this and you, like, actually think, like, you know, you have a shot at walking away from your job, there's no room for that stuff. There really isn't. You know, again, like, the reason I say that too is not really because one trade will mess you up, but the aftermath of that one trade, because you don't know how to handle it mentally, will mess you up. So one little mess up, all of a sudden, just boom, something else takes over. You begin to start emotionally, you know, revenge trading or over risking on something, and bam, you know, there it goes, right? And you snap out of it 10, 15 minutes later, you go, what the hell just happened? Where'd I go? You know, where'd I go? So there's no room for error. There really isn't.
Follow your rules, you'll be great. Don't follow your rules, then you're gonna be terrible.
And even if there is room for error, why don't you just pretend that there's not? Yeah?
But there's not much though, you're right.
There's not much though, I'll tell you though. There really is. I mean, there really is.
One trade, bro, that costs you, bro. You're gonna look back in your P&L and be like, all right, I'm not as good that I should be because of this bad loss, this bad trade that I took.
Facts, dude.
It's really true, honestly.
Facts.
You gotta be 100% disciplined all the time.
It's a state of being, it's a state of performance, you know. For some people, it's very hard to identify because, well, your perception of whatever you're seeing or whatever you're thinking, it truly puts you in the wrong state, and then therefore you're performing from that state. But once you know how to put yourself in the performance state, like that execution state, yeah, you will make a mistake here and there, but it's going to be very, very small.
Yeah.
Because it happens. Nobody's perfect. You know, you will make a mistake at some point. One day, it's happened before, you know, like you get in a trade and then it doesn't work out. And then when you see it off, man, that actually wig wasn't that big. Yep. You know, I should have not taken that. It's happened before. But that's just a small mistake. It's not like your decision was solely based out of emotion or out of the wrong perception.
Yep. Look, you know, sometimes you're going to have room for that mistake, but most of you don't, you know. So most of you guys are playing behind right now. You're trying to become profitable. You're not up, right? So, and again, like, if you can go a long distance without making a mistake, so last mistake was here, and let's say 8 months go by and your next mistake is here, okay, that's not going to hurt you that bad, right? It's a one mistake. It's okay. It happened 8 months, right? In between it, it's not going to be a big deal. But it's like the Masters, right? Let me hit you guys with the golf now. Rory had a good lead, right? Had a pretty decent lead on hole 18. Man shanked it into the woods. It was okay. He had a little bit of room for error. Little bit of room, right? And it didn't cost him. That's him making a mistake once every 8 months. But if you look at Justin Rose, who had the pressure on and was trying to get this major done, he was trailing. He had no room for error. He wasn't profitable trader yet. He's been not been able to pass his funded accounts. He's running out of money. He hates his job, right? He's trailing Rory McIlroy, one of the best to do it. You know, he has zero room for error. And what happens on hole 16 or something? A normal, what could have been a nice chip in for possibly even birdie. Boom, he just hits the mud and the ball jumps like 6 feet. He knew, right? You could tell right there that was it. That was it. He basically clocked out right there because he knew that one mistake cost him. You know, Rory was not going to give that much back up, and you know he was trailing, right? So it's going to hit him bigger than the mistake that Rory made. So if you're not profitable yet, if you're still failing your funded accounts or blowing your live accounts, like, you really have no room for or margin for error at this point if you want to start getting to a profitable stage, right? So it's okay to make mistakes, but let's learn from them. And let's correct them, and let's move in a better, you know, just move different, right? Move better moving forward, and try not to make the mistakes. If you make one once every 8 months, it's okay. If you make one once every 4 months, it's all right. But if you're making them every day and every week, it's just, my friend, I love you. I'm here to give you good advice. It's just not going to work for you. You know, you might as well go look for something else to do in life, because those mistakes are just gonna keep you in the rat in the the rat race here. There is a rat race in trading, believe it or not. There is a just an average place to be in trading, and that's it. Just spinning your tires over and over, continuing to make the same rookie mistakes. You're basically in the rat race. So not the best news, but it's the truth, and you guys got to hear that from time to time. Not many people will say that. They won't tell it to you, but I really want to see you guys win. How did I draw the line at 33? 33, I think we were just using that as a visual, to not get into these cells here. But yeah, the main line is down here at 28. Man, what's going on with New York session? What's going on this week with New York sesh? This is what we've gotten all week in New York. Last week was pretty decent, but this week it's been super choppy. What about a frappe iced coffee? Never, brother, never. None of that. Iced coffee? Oh my god, I feel like that would be even cold, probably even worse than hot. I've had an espresso a couple times, but again, I didn't really like it. It was just not that, didn't taste good at all. Stephen B, make it perfect. And he only sleeps 2 hours. No, I sleep more than 2 hours. That was 2025. Yeah, last year I slept about 3 hours on average per 24 hours. But this year I'm getting a little bit more sleep. Johnny Jen's the one sleeping 2 hours. It's his turn. It's his 12 months now.
Grateful, I'm blessed, and highly favored.
Rich said, "Yo, Nick, you speak so much about golf clubs. They're starting to pop up on my Amazon search now. The algorithm's hearing us, man."
Yo.
Rake trades? Yeah, Rake, that's my boy. Yeah. Me and Rake talk not all the time, but we talk from time to time on Instagram and follow each other. Yeah, I like Rake. He's cool. Cool dude. Good old Jake. This week goes like how much losses you got? A lot. Hey, how much patience you got? A lot. Yeah. They don't call him the Riz for nothing.
The Riz. What's up, man?
C-Melly? Does C-Melly like coffee? Yeah, I think C-Melly drinks coffee, yep. Most people do. I think I'm just weird. I'm just awkward. And yeah, I think most people do drink coffee.
Bro, we drink coffee, of course.
Yeah, you know what? My expectations, they might be a little too high. Yeah, I think so. I think coffee just sucks and people just drink it anyway because it gives them a decent feeling. So yeah, maybe you're right.
Bro, it tastes amazing.
It does, eh? Really?
Really.
I don't get how you just drink it burning hot either. Like, what's going on with everyone? Like, that thing is on fire and you're putting it right to your mouth. Like, what? Like, that's crazy.
I don't know. I love that. I don't know. Is it just me or?
I don't even want to touch the cup, dude. I'm like, ugh.
It warms people up, bro.
This thing's hot.
It warms them up.
It's hot. The Prater Trader has entered the building. There he is. What's good? What's good?
You like
exactly
15 closures or waiting for 30-minute?
What, like 15 below here?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, yeah, I don't know, man. 9:30 is like,
minutes.
what's going on here?
Yeah.
What the
It's
heck?
pretty chopped.
It really is.
Not,
Best sells are
definitely
obviously
my range as
below
well.
28 too. So,
yeah,
what is going on here? What do I drink?
Rest
Just
in
like
peace to New York Open traders, for real.
I basically just I live off of excess. Yeah, I just drink like water and excess. That's it.
How many excesses do you have a day, bro?
A lot.
Tell them. Yeah.
A lot.
Maybe like 5.
Every time I finish a new excess, you know what I do? I go, next. Honey, grab me another one. Crack it open. I got orange everything today. Orange hoodies, orange cell phones, oh my god, orange excess. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. I used to mix my creative with coffee every morning. Oh, creatine. Got it. That creatine. I remember the famous question from Magnus every time he comes to my house. Hey, Nick, because I always have a big bag of creatine. He's like, hey, you think I get some creatine? Hey, at least he asked. Some guys come to my house, they just rob me. They just take my stuff.
I always ask if I have anything.
Good man.
The energy drink excess. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever see one in my fridge and it's the last one, don't ever disrespect like that.
If you know, you know.
Check NQ.
I got you, bro.
NQ, man. NQ is up and away these days. Adios. There's nothing that makes me want to trade the NASDAQ at the moment. Absolutely nothing. Nada. But I do think probably the best sells are going to be below, probably below like 52 here. Yeah, it's very, very tough here. So bullish. But yeah, sells below 52 look pretty good. The buys, it looks like the 4 hour trying to make its way down. So I think the buys would be decent, but you got to get like supports and all that. So you need some clean range here, right? Nice clean range to come down, create support here, and then maybe you can come back up and like retest that resistance or something. But other than that, I mean, not looking that tradable for me.
Not really.
Yeah. What's silver up to? Let's take a look. Let me do a fresh analysis here so I could take a look at silver. So daily did close bearish, no top wick, so very similar to gold here. 4 hour did come down. It looks like we tapped target, so we're trying to push back up now, it seems like. The 1 hour is trying to move up, create support here. We got about 13 minutes left on this 1 hour candle. Not looking too good today, boy. Actually, believe it or not, gold probably looks the best out of everything. And gold doesn't even look that good, but yeah, so you got your 4 hour high up here. You're going to get a closure in 13 minutes. Let's see how the 4 hour candle closes, but I mean, damn, look at that. Just look at that right there. So let's wait for that 4 hour candle to close. And if we end up closing strong bullish, then what we could do on silver is actually look to take the buys back above 940 here. They wouldn't be that bad at all, especially if we can get a nice little clean lower wick on the new 4 hour candle, something that, like, let's say just drops down here. Like maybe this candle can close a little stronger bullish, right? And we get a resistance and then a fresh clean closure after that 4 hour wick. So other than that, the 4 hour may close doji, and from there that's going to be pretty tough. Play some music. I got some music. You guys can't hear it? I can hear it. Can you guys hear it or no?
Yeah, I hear it.
You hear it?
Yes, sir. I'm surprised anything or nothing happened here 9:30.
No, me neither. Yeah, 9:30 to nothing.
Man.
Yo, bro, that
Wow.
London trade we took today, bro, we got that London open volume working perfectly for us today, man. That was,
Bro, holy smokes, that was
it's not
good.
like being in a trade and then letting the London open volume like push you right to TP.
Bro, you just, the way we broke the lows, it's like you just know that one is like, you know, a good trade. You just know it's gonna win. You don't know for sure, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can just
That's what
feel the
happened
volume there coming
Yep.
straight down to support.
You really can. That's what happened today, man.
That was money. You don't know, but you know.
You smell
Now you know.
volume.
Now you know.
You smell volume.
You don't see volume, you smell it.
Yeah.
And then you see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, facts. You sense it. Who can
You
feel that?
sense it.
Anyone feel that?
Yeah.
I feel the volume
Yeah.
coming in right now. We can't talk too quick about 9:30 here.
Nah, definitely. It's tough taking a sell with that range, though.
1 hour Pacquiao too. 1 hour closure below actually not bad here either.
Yeah.
We're stacking, baby. We're stack. Hey, I got the bag. I'm back to just double it. That's all. That's why I played Violet in the beginning. Anytime we hit
Irish in the blood, bro.
anytime we hit big trades in Asian or London, I got the bag. I'm back to just double it, you know. So I play the whole the Violet joint. So I'm already good. I'm already perfectly good on the day. Made more than enough, more than I know what to do with here today. Can you try to do tonight's entire Asian session with an Asian accent? Damn. Damn. I could try. I'll come an Asian session, just Bruce Lee in it. Big nostrils, baby. Nick turns Irish and Asian? I do. What do I mean by when I say the pack? So we call this the pack right here. We just call it just the name that we came up with. But anytime you get the break of that high right there, we call that like grabbing the pack. So yeah, that's kind of what we got there, which is actually a pretty good indicator. But look, I mean, the 4-hour candle is now closing in just 9 minutes. So we're going to basically wait on that here. Never know. You might get a bullish 4-hour closure. So yeah, it's a big decision here on the 4-hour candle.
Oh yeah, damn. 10 minutes here.
But we're 3 trades deep, you know, so we're hoping we can get one more out of it. We'll see. One more for the New York session, yeah?
No pressure, but
just a lot of pressure
today.
today.
Could be there.
Hat trick on the line.
There's hat trick on the line.
There's a hat trick.
Doesn't happen often.
There's a hat trick in front of us here. You never know.
Still got a whole hour, so.
Still got a lot of time on the clock. A lot of time
on the clock, fam. Let's keep
No one does buzzer beaters the way we do. No one. Cheers, brother. Cheers. All right, all signs are pointing down, though. We are starting to reject here, but 15 minutes been a little spooky on us, so, you know, just holding off and waiting for, you know, them clean closures. Can we get some clean ones? 8 minutes. Nice bearish 4-hour closure would look perfect here. Keep us in that downward movement and keep the bearish bias. Sandman. Hey, we're looking good for this potential New York meetup, Magnus. I think I should have the dates by today on which
Fire.
On exactly like the week of. So if any of you guys plan on coming to New York to meet up with the gang, I'll give you guys the dates at some point, either tomorrow, which is Friday, or next week.
All right, man. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, New York.
Another one.
Another one. Gonna be sick.
Should be fun.
What about London? Yeah, so we had to push the London one back. So we kind of swapped London with New York for London, and then we're gonna try and get London now, probably in the fall. Yeah, unfortunately, where the weather gets a little colder, but it's been a while. I haven't really had any cold weather, so I won't mind it.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get to London. Show.
You live in India? All right, let's go. We're gonna be sending Johnny Gems out to India. Yeah, to do to do a meetup.
Johnny, I'll come with you though. Don't worry.
Bet, bro. Come with me.
Are you still gonna do the trade or remember you guys gonna trade Chala?
I remember that one. Yeah.
Put Chala in a crate.
Yo.
Shipping container.
I think I'm okay on that.
You got to pass on that one, eh?
Pass on that one.
Anybody else want to go in representation of
Oh damn.
TTE?
Gold.
Glasgow. Yeah.
Damn, bro, we should have sold.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Oh, actually, I did sell.
I shoulda sold.
Sorry, guys, I sold that on my other account. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Nick, you missed the trade.
All right, I'm closing full W, man. What a freaking move. Holy
There you go. Out of boy.
Full
Johnny
TP
Jams. Closing full.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm out too. Oh wait, were you guys waiting? Wait, were you guys waiting for me to tell you to get in that stuff? No, I'm just kidding.
Are you guys like...
So good, boys. Good trade.
Oh wait, everyone was here waiting for me to. No sell.
Think, bro.
Bro, the chat is motion. Oh, everybody got it.
Hold on, I forgot you guys were here.
Yeah, you guys got the signs. That's good.
Good stuff,
I thought it was just me, John, and Magnus here, and Rafi.
Yeah, right.
Good trade. Good trade.
Great trade.
If you didn't get in it, just wait. Just wait for your
Order
next one.
filled.
Wait for your next one, yeah.
Just wait on it.
Wow, we got 4 hours in the last
Extra
9
straight.
minutes. Tap target.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
We're coming down to support.
Damn.
Go
So we're
damn.
close. If we close above, it might be some buys cooking too.
Facts, man.
But damn.
4 hour tap and target. Sheesh.
Fuck.
Boom, boom, boom.
4 hours tap target.
Somebody's buying right now the 4 hour tap target. Somebody just buying. Buy.
Holy. Good luck.
Good luck.
Bump, 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 bump. Closed on my live account. You needed experience to catch these sales? Actually, I got the experience. I just needed the closure below. Yeah, closed below and I would have took them.
It's so funny. Every big move that happens is like someone, you know, they need it
Come
needs
on.
to like.
No one
call
took
it
that.
or
Let's be honest.
No, no.
No one took that trick. But y'all know we're joking, right?
Yeah. Right. You're still holding the sell. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But if it comes all the way back up to the range, you know you close down there, sniper X.
All right. Well, we got a 4 hour closure in 4 minutes. We'll see how that goes. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I gotta leave the desk. I got too much FOMO right now. Okay.
Sounds
One
good,
sec.
bro.
One sec.
Do your thing.
See,
Nah, enjoy it for real.
volume came through. Really did.
Bro, I'm so random. Look at that range up there. I didn't want to sell for a minute.
I know, man.
Nah.
No confirmation. It was either Trump tweet or just 9:30 volume. That's why we like 9:30. Damn, Muhammad. Sheesh. Muhammad caught that entry.
Let's go. Dude, there are people here working in silence. I'm telling you, bro. telling you.
Muhammad, bro, that's the
Anthony's on it though.
That's the guru trade right there, bro. Now you just gotta post it on
never
social
know.
media.
Bro, that's definitely the
never know.
guru trade right there. Damn. Fire.
Yo. Yo, 4 hour tap and target now. So
But,
you already know.
so sell now.
Damn, took it but clicked market buy. Oh my god.
Nah, come on, bro. Account gone.
Imagine
That's for
bro.
sure.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Bro, how many
It's like
times?
market buy.
I don't know if this ever happened to you, but this happened to me several times. When I was, at the beginning, I was still kind of learning the whole platform and all that, but I was looking at gold. I was looking at gold in GJ, and I was looking at gold, and what was it? Yeah, the phone was set up for gold, but I was looking at GJ, and I placed it trade, and I said like, wait a second, I was in drawdown, and I'm like, wait, this is not making sense. Like, why is it in drawdown? I see here, and then I realized I'm like, oh, I'm on gold. Jeez, I have to
Bruh.
close everything.
Bro, that has definitely happened to me before, bro. That's just like, oh my god.
Damn.
That was all on me.
like because the MT4 was preset or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So like I didn't really check, and I was just looking at the other chart and executing another one. The numbers didn't make sense. I'm like, wait, what is happening here?
Bro.
Nah, that's
That happened
insane.
to me in my early days, bro.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
So crazy.
I was looking at GJ and then I placed a trade, but on MP4 was on gold. So I look like everything is looking wrong, like a drawdown, heavy drawdown. I'm like, wait, what's happening here? Oh,
Of course, it's drawdown. You
Wrong
know,
pair.
it couldn't just be. You know,
Bro, for real.
why wouldn't it just win? You know what I mean? Like it's always drawdown. When you make a mistake like
Couldn't
that.
be a winner.
Nah, it
Bro.
couldn't.
You gotta panic.
And when that happens, bro, it's like your brain is like shocked. It's like you can't control. It's like you're confused, like literally at a state of confusion that it's just like, wait, what? What's happening? And you see the thing in red, and you just like,
You're like, should I just keep this in? Maybe it'll go into profit.
Bro, then Yeah, and the worst thing would be if that trade you actually were to take, that's just his full TP in like seconds.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you see,
Yeah,
like
wild,
all of these
dude.
things have happened to
Actually,
some of you, maybe
last time I did
a lot
that,
of you.
it went in my favor. But I closed. Like, I did it by mistake, and I closed it right away. It's only like a couple months ago. I think it was on stream, too. Closed it right away, and then price just ripped down. I was like, why couldn't I have held that one?
Yeah.
Uncertainty, baby. For those who took this, what were y'all seeing? Because I don't see anything. The plan was to wait for closures below, but somehow everyone got in the sell. Right.
Bro, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, I think it's a joke. I don't think many people got in this.
It's just because the candle's moving.
Yeah.
Like, big time. A lot of volume in the candle.
Volume gets people very excited, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
You see when the price started ripping down, the chat was like, gold, 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 gold. And I was just like, just standing here like, blah, 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 blah. Because volume gets people very excited, right? Very, very excited. But unless there was a closure below here, nothing happened in my eyes.
No. Fall close right above support now, though.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we tap target on the 4 hour. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, the 4 hour can continue running down. You know what I mean? So you can't get bullish too quick here. So, yeah, basically what we need to see is a new 4 hour top wick and a closure into the next range. Simple. You know, price moved through this range without us. We have a very simple job. You don't have to make it too complicated. You wait for a 4 hour top wick. Maybe that equals a bullish candle or something, right? Where you get that top wick. Maybe this next candle can go also help that 4 hour candle with a top wick, and then that closure below is the next trade. Boom. Simple.
Yo, would you be interested in being like in the move of the top wick with a new support?
Maybe. Yeah. Well, if we get resistance up there, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean do I want to take the buy up?
Yeah.
Probably not. Nah, probably not.
No, okay. But yeah, resistance up there is great. Like at 28 there.
Yeah, so basically if you're going to remain bearish, right, then the 4 hour top wick, if you can get that, then we could take the sell from here. If not, then, you know, maybe we get something like that and then take the sell from here.
Great.
Yeah, it just depends. Just depends. What up, Dylan? There he is. How are you, bro?
Yo, Nick, you make me ghost.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro.
All right, what happened, guys? You guys stuck? Low volume got you stuck? What's going on? Where'd you guys go? Oh, it never fails. So funny.
Bro, they missed the whole move. What now?
Now they're like, what do we do? I just told you. You got a new 4 hour candle. Wait for a top wick. Get a little resistance. Closure below. We're back in the game, baby. There's still money to be made here. Wake up.
Yo, is that the only reason you don't like the buys coming back up is because the new 4 hour candle?
Yeah, like even though we tap target, I could see this thing just melting here today, bro. Just straight up melting. So I think basically what we have to do is play the rule. You know, the range 2 buys, because the 4 hours bearish. Even though it's at a target, this isn't like at a target. Trust me, like this could easily mow through there, right? So we either, you know, wait for a range 2 buy, which is we don't take that buy here, right, or this buy there. We wait, and then look, if price kind of stays bunched up in that range now we know, okay, great, we can now look for buys above here and take sells below there. That'll be the break of the 4 hour low. That'll be the break of the 4 hour high. We'll have the whole candle surrounded. It'll be an absolute stick up. I'll grab my shiesty and we'll pop off on that breakout on the buys right there. Boom. Or we'll wait for the sells. As long as candles close in the range and we get a little support matched with a little resistance, you know, a little hang it down, right? And then you get that closure right there. Sells. It's so damn simple. Trading is so easy. It's so easy. It's just a matter of not getting upset and trying to revenge trade or get into some random trade right now because the market basically sold you, right, on a volatile move. Because again, just like we talked about yesterday, you know how many people got in that sell? Almost no one, right? But you know how many people are putting up FOMO now because of it. Almost everyone. So this will tend to be where the liquidity gets grabbed up, and the patient players will just remain patient and then wait for those opportunities that they draw up, just like the one, the two ideas that I just drew up. Time to break the rules now. Yeah, that's it. They missed that move, and all of a sudden, like, they just change, right? It was like 4 minutes ago they were somebody else, and now they're just a totally different individual. Is the session over? No, you got a brand new 4-hour candle, so you got range 2 buys ahead of you with all this clean range to go back up, or you got clean sells, right? If you can get a closure below here after getting that 4-hour bottom top wick. Yeah, ideally what you want to see here though before the sell is taken though is a little bit of support. Something like this would work really well. So a lot of times, like, liquidity gets snatched up here. Snatch up the sellers there, snatch up the buyers here, and then eventually you'll get that candle closing below. So it's what you have to do here, which most traders hate to do. Wait. You just gotta wait. You gotta understand, you weren't a part of that move. You're not a retard. You're not a dummy. You were waiting for a closure below. It didn't close below. It melted all the way down. You have no control over that, and you just gotta keep waiting. And no one likes to hear that, but that's how you stay green.
Just wait on it.
Yep. We need TTE shiesties? Yeah, we do.
Nah.
Someone get him.
Yo, that would actually be fire.
It's a stick up, boy.
Bro, we should. Definitely caps, though. Hoodies, too.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine, like, all black hoodie, like, oversized, and then, like, time to eat white logo. That would be fire. Like, white text.
There you go. Just wait on it.
Just wait on it.
The other thing, too, to understand here is, like, again, you have to understand, especially on YouTube. So you have a bunch of people who trade like a million different ways, like, but there's 1,000 ways to do this, right? So again, these are my zones here today. They're my zones, right? They're not zones. They're my zones that I put on there. So someone here is trading the fib, right? Someone here is trading a moving average that tapped here a bunch of times. Someone may be trading a trend line, right? So again, just because you didn't take it doesn't mean it's not a good move on somebody else's system. You got to realize that. You look at somebody else and they take a win, or when you didn't get a trade, you go, oh my God, we suck now. Why couldn't we get in that? It's because the way we perceive the market and take money from the market, no opportunity showed up. The way somebody else perceives the market, right? Whether it's, again, moving average, trend line, right? So some sort of confluence indicate. For all we know, they're trading the damn line chart, right? Like, oh, this little pattern on the line chart that we don't even know of, that's I look for the crown. You guys see it? Little crown, yeah? I look for the crown. And once I see a crown, I sell. Dude, there's so many ways to do this. So you cannot beat yourself up for missing a move that was not drawn up and planned out well before the trade was taken. Did we like the sells? Yes. Did we need the closure? Yes. Did we get the closure? No. Therefore, we did not miss a move. Right? If you trade the crown play, all right, you should have been in that. Or if you trade the moving average or the line chart or the trend line, right, then that's your position. But in terms of, my position, there was nothing there for me. The crown strategy. Let's go. By the way, if I ever take a trade, like in a range like this, please, someone go through the screen and slap me. If I ever take a trade in a range like this, please do that. Please do that. By the way, if you took that, I'm a little upset with you. You're not following the playbook.
There's no setup there.
I'm going to make you feel bad about your big win now. That was a wrong move. That was a rookie move. That was not playbook quality. But hey, if you're trading another system, hey, more power to you. There's going to be a setup. Just like next trade that we take, we're going to get in, and someone else that follows some other strategy, they're going to be like, damn, how did I not see that? And they're going to get FOMO off of our move, right? But not realizing that was our move, not their move. You know what I mean? I pray y'all got ears to hear. I really do. Some of you guys ain't even hearing me right now. You're not even understanding what I'm saying, which is crazy, but you'll get it eventually. See the snake line? Yeah. The line chart. Abracadabra. Yeah, that crown play though. Stop. Once you've seen the crown, sell. Just sell. Even after I do a proper analysis, I still interfere with my trades when the market is fluctuating because of fear. Do you recommend I set and forget? No, I recommend you lower your size a little bit. Lowering your size will naturally help you set and forget to where you won't be so obsessed with the outcome. You know, you won't be so just defining success by your outcome of your trade. You'll be more so defining it by the performance of it. Because again, you know, if you're lowering your risk and you're only risking, let's say, a third of what you normally would, then you no longer have that pressure on. So you might just be risking too much and have to decrease the risk for now in order to get more familiar with the setups, to trust the setups. And then once that trust and that confidence is there, then you go back to sizing up. Yeah. Good. You know, a lot of people deal with that, man. And I've dealt with that too. And I've helped a lot of elite members go through that. And a lot of what they did was just simply, and what I did was simply lowering size for a bit, you know, getting more comfortable, getting more confident in the trading setups, watching them play out without so much money on the line and so much pressure on the line. And eventually you gain experience, you gain, you know, trust in those setups. And then ultimately you'll be able to let them run because you're like, hey, I've seen this happen a ton of times, right? Let me just trust this play now and let it do its thing. But you can't do that when you're risking, you know, more than you're really able to handle. All right, we'll see where we go. There's our 4-hour top wick there. So that's good. That's like perfect top wick. If we can get resistance up there, great. If not, you know, support or something down there would be, breakouts down there would be good too. Price might just pop right back in the range here. Trading for P&L is top level net. Yeah, that's top level rookie stuff right there. It really is. I mean, again, can we all agree that we're all in this to make money? Right? We're all in it to have a good outcome. All right, now let's just focus on the performance and getting that money. That's it. We're all here to make money. We understand that. But if you obsess over the outcome of it, it'll continue to run from you. Yeah, P&L. How many guys get into a trade and bam, your eyes just straight up lock in on the P&L? You don't look at anything else anymore. It's just the P&L that you look at, and you lose sight of the actual position itself. So now, and then you ask, hey Nick, I'm just not that familiar. For some reason, I just can't get like familiar with the setup. Yeah, it's dude, because your eyes are locked in on your P&L the entire time. You're missing the trade fluctuate. You're missing it play out because all you're looking at is numbers going up and down and up and down and up and down. And you know, that's just, you're not going to get the, you know, the full sample size, the like forward testing that you need to get and the experience that you need to get when your eyes are just locked in on that P&L. Freedom, baby. Freedom. Here to follow the data, operate on the yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's simple. It's very, very simple. Again, sometimes you know you're gonna have to go through this. I mean, John, have we experienced this before? Magnus, Rafi. Yeah, I mean, is this the first time this ever happened? Happened to us.
Definitely.
Definitely this happened. Get used to it as a trader, you know.
Get used to it, buddy.
The markets are gonna try to give you FOMO. Don't let them.
Markets
it's the market's job to try to lure you in.
Yeah, it
exactly. Like the markets move like that because of that, you know.
Yep. All right, well, we'll see what we do. That's perfect top wick here. So if we get some structure now, we might be looking to move back down. 4 hours still bearish. I think we still daily bearish too, man. If that daily wants to flip and break the lows here, I mean, you got a big move coming potentially back down into the range today. Feels good whenever I take a trade and hop in IJ. Yeah, there you go. Love it. Yeah, was that the Asian sesh last night or London? Yeah, range 2 buys or sells. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. All right, let's do a little fresh analysis here, a little fresh analy, so we can kind of tighten up these zones here. So we got a daily bearish candle. Keep in mind, this was the daily time frame that we were in. We were kind of in this little bit of a range here, right, for a couple days, and we did break out of that range. We did close bearish here. So again, anything really remaining above here could technically stay bullish for tomorrow, right? But if this daily candle does decide to break its low here after making that basically perfect top wick, you can see this candle coming down and tapping that previous candle to give it a bottom wick there, right? So that's a possibility. And look, I mean, that candle here can still close above, right? Just kind of melt down, run the pack there, give that candle a bottom wick, and then just come back up. So with that being said, you know, with the daily being bearish, 4 hour now as well being bearish, I'm gonna pretty much stick to my bearish bias. I will be open to taking buys. They would just have to be range 2 buys, you know. So 4 hour also close bear, close at support, but all at the same time close bearish, right? 30-minute moving up, 15 gonna close here now, so we got a 15 closure. So this is exactly where the liquidity tends to get snatched, right? So as you get that new 4 hour candle, a lot of times you'll get that green candle right there to give you a support, and you will break the highs. So what will happen is you'll make a nice little lower wick. Buyers will be right here. They'll get in. The highs will break. Price will come down. End up closing bearish. That'll ultimately create the 4 hour top wick. Sellers have been grabbed up down here. Buyers will get snatched up here. And then if this happens, that makes for a wonderful selling position along with this clean range to the left hand side. So that's what I'll be waiting for. That's what I've always wait for, and I've seen this play out too many times, right, to avoid it. So we'll see if we can get a closure back below. The way we take buys here is very simple now. If we do get a bearish closure and that bearish candle closes something like this, then we probably won't be taking sells right there, right? At that point, we're going to wait on a closure below, and then if the next candle ends up closing above the range, that's our range 2 breakout. So that's my opportunity for the buy, and I'll take the buy like that. And that allows me to have more information, candles to print, 4 hour, give the 4 hour a little bit of time to open up, do its thing. I can see liquidity potentially getting snatched here and potentially here, right? And then the move happening. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, so we got a plan for buys. We got a plan for sells now.
Perfect.
We just got here. Just pretend you just got here.
Great. Wait on.
Nothing happened. Nothing.
Great plan.
Yeah, bro, I just got here.
That's right. It's a new day. It's a new day.
New day, new opportunity here. Let's get it.
Let us rejoice in it, eh?
Yep. Let's do it.
Would love to break the high there, I'll be honest, but we don't have to, but it would be nice. Yeah, Jay Coop in the house. Scotty C in the house. Billy Bob's in the house. Jimmy Ding Dong, what's he doing here? Can I be your DJ? Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Go, DJ. Let's do it. All right, sells below. Sells below. We got the guitar going here, too. What's the plans today, Johnny Gems?
Man, I don't know, just chilling. Don't got any plans.
No plans today?
Yeah. I'm down to do something though. Maybe
Well,
hit the range up or like pickleball or something.
might have to hit the driving range.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
Throw some fibs over the last 4 hour, nice little 5 minute. Yeah, I would, but that's just not my strategy. But if it was my strategy, I would definitely do it. I would definitely do it.
Nick, bro, what are you doing today?
Well, like what you just said, I might hit the range.
I bet.
Today's a good day to do that.
Yeah, it's nice and sunny out.
Very sunny. 74. What do we got here today? What do we got? 74. We'll go up to 83. Okay, not too bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Lovely. Lovely. Hey, if you guys aren't following our Instagram channels, you guys can follow us on IG. This will be TT_profits, which is the kind of like a clipping page, and this is my main page here if you guys want to follow. Shooting range? No, probably the driving range. Yeah, probably the driving range. You know what? I should create a company where we have a shooting range and a driving range at the same place. That would actually be pretty good.
Let's go into business.
Let's do it.
Driving range. You're taking the Porsche out?
Yeah. And hey, that's a good idea. We should also put a racetrack in there too. Yeah. But no, driving is like the driver, like the golf club's called the driver, so like the driving range.
I thought it was like driving.
Time to drive, baby. The racetrack.
We got the road for that.
Bro, we should put a hedge fund, racetrack, driving range, and shooting range all on one compound. Can you imagine AR-15? The backswing. Yeah, that's actually true. AR-15's going off in your backswing. Yeah, I don't think that'll. Not too many golfers will be there. Golf is important to get good at. If you can get good at golf and you can get around successful people, they will love to play golf with you, and you will get deals out the wazoo. You will get connections like you never believe. Even if you have no money, and you connect with a successful guy and go golfing with him and impress him at how good you can golf, he will literally invite you to golf every time. Like, that's how me and C. Melly became friends. Honestly, the dude was incredible at golf. I'm like, wow, like I want to play with him more, it makes me better. And like all of a sudden now we're good friends. But like, yo, if you can get good at golf, you can impress some like millionaires, billionaires and stuff. You can get their network and potentially get business deals, and it's not a bad idea. If any of you guys are, broke and don't have nothing going for you, but you're good golfers, man, get out there and start networking. Because most of the rich guys suck at golf anyway, right? They're just rich, right? So they just go out there and play. But anyone that impresses them, they'll be like, hey, why don't you come play golf with us all the time? It's a great sport.
Yes, sir. I love it.
Oh, any fellow female golfers in the clubhouse? Is there any fellow female golfers? I'm trying to get Anna to start golfing. Anna's been watching a lot of golf with me. So I even got her to play a PGA 2025 on PlayStation 5. So that's a start, so we'll see if we can get her out on the course. What do you say to the people who took the 1 hour pack runner? 1 hour pack runner. I mean, there was support here, and you just had a nasty. I'd say it's congratulations, great job.
It's just Reddit support, but yeah.
That's what they want me to say. I don't think you really want to know what I want to say, but it wasn't a bad idea. But I mean, look what you sold into. So I would never sell or buy into something like that, but maybe they had a better read than I did.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
That's all I gotta say.
And I was down anyway, because remember I drew it up like I had the read. I still have the read, right, on the down move. Remember I came in, I said, yeah, I don't care about anything besides this. So it's not like I didn't know it was going to go down, right? You can know it's going to go down, but if you don't have a playbook set up, then you're entering unprofessionally. And unprofessional entries won't get you long-term profits.
No, for real. Sales looking good here, really.
Yeah, now I'm starting to see a playbook setup, though. Now I got a 4-hour closure. I got a playbook setup. We got a top wick. We got clean range to the left. We got some 1030 volume coming in. Now I'm starting to see a playbook setup here. So this is one that I'd be willing to lose. That 1 hour pack runner, I would not be willing to lose that one. I feel like that one's not the best one to take, especially when you look at the 30-minute and the 15. I would be upset at taking that loss, knowing that I sold straight into that consolidation there.
Exactly. If you lost that trade, you would think like, okay, I know exactly why I lost that trade. you know. So some of the good trades, like here, we wouldn't even necessarily know why we lost. And it could just be uncertainty, right?
Nah, seriously though, seriously. Like, if you lost this trade, would you be proud? Would you be proud?
Bro,
if you got into
like,
it,
stupid
okay.
me.
Anyone who has FOMO right now, if you guys lost this trade, would you be proud of that? Talk to me. Hell no, right? So therefore, it's not a trade on our menu, right? Because just as easy as what you've seen happen, I mean, this could have happened as well, right? You could have got tapped in, price could have consolidated, and again, if this was a playbook setup and I got hit, I wouldn't mind it, but to take that loss, that's just way below my pay grade at this point. That's way below my level, you know. So I wouldn't do that. I have too much patience to get in like that.
That's dirty money. Dirty money goes.
That's that dirty
that
money.
trade, you took that win. Market's gonna come and get that and more. So
if you show me this trade, right? Oh man, we can't see. Right? In the review, right? What would I say to you? Dude, what was that? Right? The heck? Well, so what playbook? Oh, I was looking for the 1 hour pack runner. Okay. But at the same time, like, wow, what about all this right down here? Like, yeah, you got a 1 hour pack runner, but look at the lower time frame, right? Is that suitable? And if you look at the 30-minute, you know, you have support sitting there as well. So is it a good trade today? Yeah. Right. But long term, will that work for you? Long term, would you be proud of that loss? I wouldn't. So if I'm going to sit there and be like, is this a loss I'm willing to take? Not this one. Nope.
Yep.
But again, someone else is using a different strategy. They're using a different thing. They're not using a range. They're using a line chart. They're using a crown. They're using a trend line, right? So that's their trade. I'm only talking to the people that trade this way, right? The strategy that we're talking about, right? Other than that, I mean, if you have a different strategy, good for you. But if you're trying to buckle down on this strategy, then this is probably a bad trade. So you make way with it today, but I wouldn't do that too often. You should just do sell me this trade. Yo, someone sell me this trade. Seriously, sell me on the idea. That's hilarious, dude. Yeah, winning that trade also, it wouldn't really be that satisfying to me. And by the way, if I was in that, I would be so shook because there was no closure yet. I would close like almost immediately. Like I'll get to break even right away and all that stuff. And I don't want to be like that when I'm in my trades. I want to be relaxed, composed, and let them play out to where they need to go.
Literally, all you could think about was when to close.
Yep. Because look, when you get in that trade and you see green, you don't want to give that green back. You're just happy you got green. So you're already feeling lucky, right? So you just snatched the green right there. So it's not like you hold the whole trade.
No, it's not good.
So you break the rule. You see the move. It goes green. You're panicking. You close and you see the thing keeps going. And you're like, man, I should have held.
Yep. Shoulda.
That has happened way too much.
So then what happens next time? Yeah, you guys know the story, right? Next time? Next time? Yeah, next time? You go, all right, baby, this looks like last time. This looks like last time. So you go, you know what? I was being a little softy last time. I'm not closing. The last time it went all the way down, tap multiple ranges. This time you get in, you go higher on your size, and now instead of trading 3 contracts, you're trading 10, and all of a sudden, whoopsies, right back up you go. So you tend to always, the market always tends to get the money back. That's the markets, right? If you kind of feel like you got away with it, the markets, they're clever enough to know how to get it back. I don't know how they do it, but
exactly, bro. Like you could get lucky 1 or 2 times.
I don't know what it
even
is.
A little bit more, but like exactly the same as they play in a casino. They can come in, win big money, but the casino always has a way of getting it back.
Yeah.
Right? Always.
And by the way, I'm only talking, because I know there's a good variety of people here, I'm only talking to those who are looking to master the playbook, the system that I use on a day-to-day. Like, if you did all your other stuff, again, like, that's amazing. Congratulations for following your plan.
Yeah, definitely.
Trust me, I'm not that guy that said, hey, this is the only way to trade. It's the only way to do it. You know, this is the only way I do it, right? So that's the only thing I can really talk on. But if you have another strategy and that was your move, look, gangster, bro. Gangster. Good stuff. Way to catch the move. You should have caught it. You know, it was your move. It was the one that you planned. The market rewards the system, not the emotions. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Markets keep a scoreboard. They do. I don't know how, but they do keep a scoreboard. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, really.
It sounds extremely quiet in my house. I think the family bounced. It sounds too quiet in here. Appreciate your time. Yeah, absolutely, Tony. Of course. Okay, so yeah, now if you can get a closure above, I mean, the buys aren't too bad. 4 hour may reject the lows here now, start to push itself up, but we're going to need the range 2 here. So any sort of like a range 2 buy would probably work well. Yep. What time is it? 10:30? All right, well, we'll see. Yeah, nice little, I won't be able to catch the celery, but I'll be able to catch the potential aftermath of it. So celery comes up, closes above, then I'll join the party here. Got a new support, got a fresh clean breakout above the range. Yeah, that's when I party. If not, I'm already up almost 4,000 on the day. It really is no stress if we have to take a no trade day, or a no trade New York session, I should say. Do I like the celery? I do, but the 4 hours is still bearish, and you got a little, you know, pretty strong zone here actually, right? Where price, yeah, look at that, just never closed above, came back down. Once you closed above, you moved up. All right, let me show you guys. Once you closed above, all right, you moved up. Once you closed above, you moved up. Once you closed above, you moved up. So that's what we're looking for, that closure there. Boom, 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 boom. $30-minute onion, yeah, but the thing is, you got a 4 hour. So if you want to go against the 4 hour, yeah, you could take that 30-minute onion. Yep. But just know a lot of liquidity hangs out on these, you know, these bullish moves here. So if you notice this right here at 48.28, that is the 4 hour high, right? So I really don't even want to participate in a buy until that 4 hour high breaks and I get a closure above in this range here. Other than that, you know, price can still be trying to work its way down, just grabbing up liquidity in this area and get that bearish closure back below. So we didn't get it on the 15. Maybe it'll actually happen on the 30. So maybe this move will happen on the 30 where the 30-minute candle closes below and then, you know, price starts to move down. So that's pretty much what I'll be waiting on. Other than that, the range 2 buy after the break of the 4 hour high suits me best here today. What's going on here in the clubhouse? Yeah, these guys. What was that guy's name again? Tommy something. Yeah, Tommy. I'm not seeing anything I like. I'm going to call it. All right, see you in Asian, Tommy. Later, brother. T. Callahan. Later, G.
See you, brother. Have a good day.
See, that's a mature decision right there. Me, I'm gonna hang out. I want to see how maybe this candle closes, and if we can get that, we take it. If not, we call it. Good idea. Good idea. Webby this weekend. What's the topic, Rafi?
A topic we've been talking about way too long. Way too long. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna say anything because I want people to show up.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Gotta be there. I got a message yesterday. Isn't it so weird? Weren't we just talking about getting on a podcast? We were just talking about yesterday or 2 days ago about getting on a podcast. I just got someone to hit me up. Someone very well known. So we might jump on a pod here pretty soon, like an in-person podcast. I think we're due for one. That's so crazy. We're literally just talking about that, like, what, 2 days ago?
Can't make that up,
Yeah.
man. Can't make it up.
No trades for the week. I took 3 trades. Basically, I've taken 3 trades since I've seen you guys last in New York session. So before that, it was no trades, though, for the week. And then bing, bam, boom. Late New York session yesterday, and then 2 in Asian last night. Yeah, we're actually sitting pretty on the day. So it's not like there's any sort of stress to, you know, pull the trigger here. It's like... Oh, damn, did I say 4K? Oh, I forgot the Asian, all that counts for yesterday. It's actually 5,000. Yeah, so, yeah, no pressure. We'll see if we can get something good to fall right into our lap here. It looks like it's starting to set up, so just got to keep waiting. Again, most traders just don't want to wait. They hate the wait. They hate the wait. I get it. I get it. It doesn't make for a good, exciting, you know, video live stream, but, man, it makes you profitable. Makes it profitable.
Bro. I love the waiting, love the process because it pays.
Process pays. Haha. Check silver. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, silver too. Silver, we got a bearish closure on the 4 hour as well. Good top wick in play. Same deal. You're really waiting on a little support and then probably the clean closure below here. Right there. Because then you got all that clean traffic to the left that we can look to take the trade in. Yeah, so far so good. Big moves down. Man, that was the last 6 minutes too of that 9:45 candle. Last couple minutes. Hey, just give me a sec. I'll be right back, all right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that'd be really good. Yeah, closure below the 30 there, too.
That's our edge right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know it, K sourcing?
Bro, definitely.
Yes, sir, DJ Scratches.
What if the stream was this quiet all the time?
I know, right?
Crickets. Crickets. Oh, man.
I'd be trying to
Bro,
yap a little bit more, but
that moved down. They took people's voices. Johnny got no voice and he's still talking more.
Sheesh.
Like, I want to yap right now, but the voice is not it.
Gotta save it. Gotta save it.
I got so many things right now I want to say.
What's the IG name? Yeah, what's that guy called? The one with the like next call thing. Giuliano Massarelli, that's right. Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, Andre, bro, imagine I did that right now. I wouldn't be.
Please read them out loud right now. Funny, man. Yeah, might wait for 11 here. Or anything, maybe Goldie. We'll see.
Same. 11 a.m.
Yeah, if that 30 minute, yeah, that will be probably the last opportunity.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like we're getting a buy here. So let's wait on it.
Gotta wait till the candle closes and then we will figure it out. If not, just power hour will be probably the next opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
waiting to see this candle. What this 4-hour candle does is gonna truly help.
Yeah, a lot, bro. A lot. Johnny, you going on the tracker today then?
Yeah, the range. Yeah, yep.
Or
I
the
think
range,
so.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if
Wow.
Nick's down. If Nick's down, then definitely.
Bro,
Nick's down.
I don't know. When I have like
I'm also down for pickleball though too. So
whenever my throat hurt, if it's like summer, I feel like it's much better. You know what I mean? Like it helps a bit with the warm
yeah,
weather.
definitely, bro. It's definitely warm over here.
Yeah, that's much better than like
Oh,
being
it
in the
helps,
cold
yeah.
and then having like sore throat. That's
Yeah, bro.
it's bad, bro.
It literally started off with like a cold and a flu, like in a sore throat,
Yeah.
and then the voice just like literally disappeared out of nowhere. I woke up one morning, that London session morning, and it was gone, bro. I tried talking, I couldn't, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah. What am I
Looking
practicing at
clean,
the
bro.
range?
There. What do you say, John?
Someone asked me what am I practicing at the range. I probably practice like my iron game. I have a pretty good driver, so I gotta get better with the iron. So I'll be working on that.
Bro, maybe you gotta teach golf.
Maybe.
Damn.
Oh damn, gold.
Oh, damn. Go.
See you later. There you
All right,
go.
bet. Peace out,
No, no, we should have got in.
chat.
And closing full. Another one.
Another one. I close full here.
Damn
See you.
move.
That's it for today. Here, that was my biggest day ever.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
That's so
calm
funny,
down.
dude.
Calm down. Ah, nice little back scratch. Anyone? Hey, one of the some of you guys like, yo, what should I invest into, Nick?
A back scratch.
scratcher. Get that back scratcher going for you. That next payout.
Order film.
Calm down. Calm down. Best investment.
I know
yeah. One of them.
Someone's gonna send in a chart right now. They took that trade.
Oh wait, you guys didn't take this?
Oh yeah, of course, bro. Look at that clean setup right there.
My bad. I had to jump on a phone call real quick, but I thought I said sell stops on the break, the impulse entry on the break of the low there.
Oh yeah, I was muted. I forgot.
Was I muted there? Oh my
yeah.
god, guys. I actually no. I said full margin. This is an A plus one, like A plus.
Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down. Calm down.
Nah, imagine actually getting upset about that move. Damn.
I'm telling you, I used to get upset about like when I first started trading. I would like be a normal person and go to sleep at night, wake up in the morning. I'd be pissed that because I
Same.
went to sleep last night, I missed a move in London.
Bro,
So
same.
I started my New York session in FOMO. No wonder I kept blowing accounts.
I was so freaking pissed back then. I remember too. If I saw like a move in Asian or something.
Bro, my
Trying to
morning
recover a
routine.
move.
My morning routine was literally wake up and jump straight into FOMO based off of what I missed in London session that night. As if I wasn't supposed to sleep. Crazy. But, you know, we do silly things when we first come into the trading game.
Definitely.
It's like, damn, I could have had that. I could have had this.
Why
I
did
could
I
have
go
had
to
that.
bed?
Why did I sleep last night? Man, I'm such a dummy. Such an idiot. All right? That's how a lot of people be talking to themselves. Especially newer traders.
The funny thing is that you then that day you don't go to bed, you go to London and there's no trade.
So you
And
force
then
one.
you start developing the belief system.
Nah.
When I go to bed, always the move happens, and it does, and it's just like
Nah. Nah, bro, that's too funny.
Happens, man. It's funny because we all know, like we all have gone
Yeah.
through it. Like we all understand slightly what it is, man. Too funny. I love sleeping, but I hate spending time sleeping. Yeah, right? Just like laying there like a log, just doing nothing productive outside of getting rest. But you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You never know. You might be sleeping right now, gang. You just never know. You might be in a dream.
You never know.
Some of the illusions of life. Some of the illusions of life. You gotta love them.
Let's go, Mohammed. Caught that full moon.
The illusions? Yeah. There's a lot of illusions in this life. There really are. I still have a closure below 13. Yeah, me too. This could set up a nice wick fill here. Prop firm money's a big illusion. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why we got this journal coming up. You guys are gonna be like, okay, but you know what? The truth hurts, but in the end, it sets you free. And as long as you can find out what your ROI is actually looking like, then you can start to make improvements.
Exactly. Yeah, Andre, prop for money. Big illusion there. Winning is real, losing is fake.
What are some of the biggest illusions? Death. Nothing dies, man. It only transfers. Yeah, everything just moves in cycles. It's like winter, summer, spring. Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest ones. Time is another massive illusion, right?
They just changed time based on like winter and summer. I mean, that should tell us enough.
The only time is now. That's the only actual time is now. That's the only time. So other than that, it's a bit of an illusion, but it's something that we measure, I guess, time with, right? We call it time. It's just something we measure, but that's an illusion too.
Yeah, wild.
The biggest one, you don't want me to tell you that one. The biggest one is separation. All is one, my friend. All is one. You're not separate from nothing. You're not even separate from me. We're all one. Just as if the wave is one with the ocean, it's not separate from it. So are you and I. A lot of illusions. A lot of illusions. How to identify a fake out? Yeah, so basically like what'll tend to happen with a fake out is most of the times if a fake out will happen when you're going against a higher time frame. So if the 4-hour candle up here is bearish, right? And we take, let's say, a buy. So a lot of times what'll happen here is price will do a fake out. So it might be doing a fake out right now. Also, like what could have happened, it could come up here and do a fake out here. So anytime you get a breakout that's going in the opposite direction of the higher time frame, that tends to be where the fake out happens. So let me explain that, right? So this move up here represents a top wick on the 4-hour candle. So what looks like a good buying position on the lower time frame is really just the 4-hour setting up itself up to go down, right, by making a top wick. So a lot of times buyers will get involved here and then the price will just start moving down and they'll get stopped out. And that is simply because what they attempted to do was, if we go back up to the top right corner here, which is my 4-hour example, they are buying, right, while that 4-hour candle is trying to sell. So they're going to take this position here, but if we actually put that on the 4-hour candle, it would look something like this, right? It would look something like a buy position there, selling, trying to, whatever, like to go up. But you see how where you were trying to go up, the 4-hour was not. The 4-hour is trying to go down. So you basically went against that move, and that all happens by design, right? All that stuff is meant for liquidity, fake outs, they're all meant to snatch up buyers and just grab liquidity there. So that is the best time to look out for a fake out. And then look, now what you do is, instead, with that knowledge that I just gave you and that information, instead of taking that buy next time, you don't even I don't even care for a range 2 buy. I'd rather take a sell there, because now if we're getting a fake out here and that 4-hour candle's made a top wick, I want to be a part of that 4-hour candle coming back down now. So I will actually wait for the fake outs in those areas and then go ahead and take them. understanding that, hey, buyers are probably activated, 4-hour candles, wick is there, it's probably ready to go down, we've got a fake out on resistance formed, and then that's when I'll go ahead and take that sell, and a lot of times be able to avoid that fake out. But that's how you can avoid most fake outs. To be honest, you can't avoid all of them. You know, you'll even get faked out sometimes going in the higher time frame direction. It happens. You know, again, it's all about, it's an uncertainty and probability game. Yeah, if you have any questions, that's such an important topic there. It really is. But so if you have any other questions on that, I'd be happy to talk more about it. But time is just an illusion created by our own consciousness. When it shifts those billions of parallels realities, yes, I agree. 100. I like this guy. My type of guy there. My type of guy. We should have coffee together one day. Well, you have coffee, I'll drink water, and you know what I mean. Life became easier after I accepted those illusions. Of course it does, because you peel back the curtain of the game. You know, so you start to understand what it is. You start to understand now what certain things are designed to do, like politics and government and religion and this and that. You know, you start to see where they work in the game, and then you can begin to, you know, utilize that information. Enough illusion talk. Microwaved water. Remember that.
Nah, bro, that's funny.
That's insane. I don't think I've ever heard that.
And doing it in a plastic cup too. That would be even worse.
Dang, bro.
Dang, bro, imagine you do that. And making a cup of tea with like plastic bags too. Sheesh.
Yeah, dude. I mean, in our house, we only use sometimes I'll drink like plastic water bottles still, but mainly just filtered water, glass jars, wooden utensils, you know, wooden plates, stuff like that. Try and get rid of all that plastic.
Yeah,
there's plastic everywhere. There's plastic in our brains at this point. It's just a plastic overload going on.
Yep. Switch out storage to everything. Utensils.
Maybe that's why I feel like absolute crap.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. You're just drinking a gallon of microplastics, chilling.
Sure, bro.
That'll surely help your throat get better, you know? I haven't used a microwave in about 5 years either. Just absolutely nuke your food.
Nuke it. Bro, all nutrients gone.
Gone.
Just like that.
You thought that was a good, nice, nutritious steak right there. You would have thought it was until you just completely demolished it. Filter? No, you know, I still do drink from water bottles too. So that's where I probably get most of my microplastics. But I try and only get them from water bottles when I need to. But you gotta be careful. Plastics and everything. Everything you wear, if it's polyester, it's plastic and all that. So I try and wear just straight up cotton for the most part. It's everywhere, man. Everywhere. We have plastic all over us, all in our bodies now. It's insane. They did a good documentary too. I think it was on Netflix. Yeah, it was like plastic overload or plastic, something with plastic. It's crazy. $15 wick fill? Nah, I need a 30 wick fill here. 15 celery, 30 breakout. Trust me, in order to get me in a trade at this point, it's gotta be there. It's gotta be like solid. You know what I mean? So 30 breakout, 15 celery. That I would consider solid. So that's the one I'll
would be money here.
That's the only trade I'm taking at this point today. If this candle can close below, we'll keep stops back above the range. TP down at the wick fill or really down at the bottom of the zone, and that's it. That's the trade. Are we talking about gold anymore? Yeah, we're talking about gold right now. Yeah. We got 6 minutes on a closure.
Gold, 15 celery money.
The recycling bin. You know where the stuff goes after it goes in your recycling bin. It goes on the shelf at Lululemon, dude. That $80 pair of shorts you bought your girlfriend? Straight up. That was like my that was John's gallon water bottle container about 3 weeks ago. Where are you looking for a sell? Below the range here. So if the candle can close below, especially on the 30-minute here, then yeah, that's it. Celery play or nothing at this point. Can I drive your illusionary GT3 RS? Yeah, come on over. I don't see why not. I think the car got gas. There's fuel in it. I actually have not taken that car out in about 2 weeks. So I might take it for a little ride today. It's been a minute. I was going to take it yesterday to go golf and decided not to. And it's been a little bit. Why didn't I enter on the 15? Because I'm waiting on a 30 breakout. I need this 30 resistance here. Yeah, so without this closure, there's no resistance. And there's no breakout. So I need that candle to close there. Two-day fast, beautiful, amazing. Enjoy it. A 2-day fast, yeah, it's nice. What car do I drive? Like my daily car? My daily's just a Benz. This one right here. This one. It's my daily. It's my weekend. Daily, weekend. Or every 2 weeks. Yeah, if you guys aren't following me on IG, you're missing out, man. You're missing out. There's a lot of value provided here, especially on the stories from time to time. Check it out. Stay up to date with what we're doing and all that good stuff. I still can't afford Voss water though. No. Yeah, so I'm still drinking out of these. But Magnus, you know, he's doing pretty good over there.
I love you had Voss for us when we came there.
Yeah, when Magnus came, I had to stack the fridge with Voss water. It's like nothing less.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Difference between the celery and the inverted, just like the pattern in a way, just the anatomy of the candle. The celery is a 2-candle pattern. So the celery is like one closure, right? Below bearish, and then another closure, right? Something like this. And that would make up like a pretty good celery play. Where the inverted celery is really just a candle that, let's say we're paying attention to that range still. It's one that just closes below it, right? So maybe it closes like this. So it's very similar. It's just one candle versus two. Yeah, buddy. What is it? What? Okay, enjoy, okay? High five.
It's looking money, this celery here.
Bags on the 15-minute.
Yeah, it's looking real good.
Like it.
Kingston was just checking in. He said, yo, you see that celery? I said, yeah, I see it, brother. I see it. Go eat your pancakes.
2 minutes.
Right? Dude opens the door and just grins with a big smile and just leaves. Yeah, Magnus opened my refrigerator. It looked like that. I say, hey, welcome to America, buddy. We got you here. If the daily's bullish but the 4 hours bearish, which trade will you most likely go with? I'll build the daily candle session by session by following the 4-hour candles. So I trade multiple sessions, so depending on what the 4-hour candle looks like in that session, I will tie it into the idea of what the daily candle should and will most likely do, and then I'll start to build that daily candle. session by session by keeping the 4-hour bias mainly? Yeah, good question. Yeah, because there was actually a time where we would prioritize the daily over the 4-hour, and we tend to miss a lot of moves that way because the 4 hours, it's a little bit more tight knit on where price should go right then and there. You know what I mean? Versus the daily, I mean, there's 24 hours, so we really don't want to have a daily bias. If the daily's bullish in the Asian session, right? We know that most likely that daily candle is going to come down and make a lower wick in Asian, so we're not going to be bullish in Asian a lot of times off the daily, because you see that wick right there. If we go down, that wick right there will represent most likely a 4-hour bearish candle. So we're going to be bearish on that next in that Asian session, looking for the 4-hour candle to make a move like that. Why? Because that's that daily candle coming down for a lower wick, right? And then we'll start to get bullish maybe a little bit later as we anticipate that move coming back up. Maybe start to look for those ideas in London or something like that. All right, here we go, my friends. We got some opportunity upon us. So let's see if we can get a top wick here, ideally to tap that level at 11, and then we will set the sell stops. Yes, sir. 15 celery, breakout. Yeah, everything looks good here. Let me get myself
looks money. Wait to fill.
Set up over here.
You got previous candle stops here?
Yeah, actually probably the range, previous highs and all that.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
okay.
What'd you say? Like range, like up?
I think I might use previous 15-minute.
Yeah, you can use whatever. You can use here. I'll probably use these up here, somewhere back above the range.
Yeah.
All right, that's perfecto for me. So I'm going to have a sell stop here on Goldie. And break of the lows, nice 15-minute celery, 30-minute breakout, 4-hour bearish, got the downtrend rolling. So, yeah, everything looks pretty good here.
Sir.
Do I always wait for a 30 closure? Not always, but in today's case where I wanted to make sure that we were actually going to get a resistance on the 30. So in order for me to know that, the 30 has to close, right? And I also wanted to make sure we got a breakout on the 30. And in order for me to get that information, again, in this scenario today, I have to wait for the 30-minute candle to close. So there will be times where I enter on the 15. Many times actually, we enter on the 15 a lot, but in this situation here, we'd rather wait on that 30 because that 15, I mean, we probably would have been in if we got involved on that 15 there. So perfect break of the highs now. Stop should be good right above there around 48.18. If we break the lows, we should get going here.
Money. I love when the 1 hour opens up and we kind of needed that wick on the celery too, and we kind of break previous highs or something like that.
Same.
That too.
A setup. This is A. It's like a regular setup. It's pretty good though. Yeah, pretty close to A. So I think A or B would probably do. I'll probably play with some profits here today. So is our TP the wick fill? No. So the TP for me is going to be roughly around 47.97, somewhere around that area. 47.97. A lot of wicks coming in here, so right about there. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. But looks good on the 30 here, so let's wait it out, see what happens. Yeah, I'll keep stops above the previous 30-minute candle. Yep. And the reason why we really wanted to be patient on this sell and wait for that 30 and not take the trade off the 15 and all that stuff is because although we're bearish, we are still at support, right, on this 4-hour time frame. So we need to be double extra confirmed down here before we take the trade, especially with that big random move that happened first. Right, a big random move went down. Now we really need to kind of sit tight. We weren't expecting that move, right? That 30 to just blitz down there like that. So now that that's happened, we really want to wait for that 30 to close and make sure it's gonna, stay below the range and all that. Because otherwise, if we would have entered on the 15, just based off of the FOMO, right, about oh my God, that 30-minute candle ripped. We got to get in now because the next one's gonna go, right? Like if we would have got in there, I mean, most likely we would be in drawdown at this point. So yeah, very, very important to have those patience, man. 75 contracts, 1 pip mark. My goodness, that's all you're gonna need. You go 1 pip, close. Chilling. Oh, 75 GCs. Something light. Okay, Mark. Okay. Stop loss be above the highs here. Yeah, if we start pushing through the high or something, I'll probably delete. We gotta respect that high there. 75 contracts. Wow. That's big dog status.
Otherwise, next 15 looking okay here too. Like if you could close down below the range still. Same entry.
Yep. Nice. K sourcing. Amazing. Great idea.
Damn, we're pushing here.
All right, there's the pack. That's about all I got. If it goes any further than that, I'm deleting, and you may see this 4-hour candle start popping up now. So if it re-breaks the highs again after tapping resistance, then I get out or delete. If not, if we start tumbling down now, we stay in this. The epic. I'll get there, bro. 75. I don't even think Raja does 75. He does like 69 or something, doesn't he? It's like, why not just do 70? Funny, huh? For the meme? Yeah, for the meme. Okay, that'll be it.
Holy gold.
We gave it a shot. Nothing here. Nothing. All
Yet.
right. No hat trick.
No.
But we did get two out of the 3 sessions. We got winners in, so we'll take that, and we'll move on to a lovely Friday tomorrow. We're doing good here. We're doing good, my friends. What a week.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
A little slow, but it's been a lot of discipline, a lot of maturity is being built here, and man, in 6 months from now, all this stuff gonna. Yeah, you guys are hilarious. Yo, where do you guys come up with this stuff? Raja's in the office. Oh, snap. That's great. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Good discipline here today. We tried to give it a shot. We didn't really have our opportunities earlier. We knew the direction was down. We just were disciplined enough to wait for setups and just didn't really get one there. So no biggie. That's 3 New York sessions in a row. What are you going to do? Just come back up tomorrow and look for the next best trade, right? So
You're here tomorrow again, bro.
yes, sir. We'll see if we can get the job done again in Asian tonight to wrap up the Asian session for the week in London. And we'll see if we can tie a hat trick together for the close of the week here, Asian, London, and New York. All right, boys.
Do it.
Do it, bro. W.
What a W, bro.
Perfect, man. Thank you for having us here.
God bless y'all.
Yes, sir.
Better, Johnny.
All right, G's. Yeah, John, feel better, bro.
Appreciate it.
All right, amigos.
W. Stay out of trouble.
Peace.
Stay out of trouble,
Adios. Have a great day. Enjoy the beats on the way out.
Peace.
We outta here.
Have a good day.
YouTube chat. See you guys tomorrow. Clubhouse. I'll see you guys in Asian. Peace.
Yeah, let's go. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the 4 of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really went for fumbling. Made a couple ends, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home just to now wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Ayy, reservations for 20 at Show. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust a vision, but keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it, and don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah, I had different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, one time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made 2. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make 2.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flipping, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Hey, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 80-42, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, ay, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made 2. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make 2. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the 4th spot. Been in this position, ain't a shortstop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, Kanye went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it ish. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. This is not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made 2. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make 2.